This video contains adults playing X-wing-miniatures. Adult language is used. You have been warned. And welcome, everybody, to the official OutRyder Cup 5. I am your host, LP, and I have with me right now the illustrious Josh Carney. Say hi.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, you know, if I could actually learn how to talk, it'd be much more dangerous than this. So as you can see, we've gotten a few seconds passed down the way. We are currently on our epic match. It's so named because things are epic. Get right up on that Josh, Mike. Suck it. Mike, listen to me, Josh. Get up right on the mic, Josh.
There you
and
go.
suck it like a dick.
No, thank you, but.
No. You got to get up there.
We got to.
Yeah, that's right.
Still
So,
in setup here.
yeah. So it looks like we're actually setting up the asteroids for our first match here. And that's so funny. So I set a timer to tell me when to start recording. And, of course, the timer goes off right when I'm recording because I am a tool, giant tool. And so basically we're setting up asteroids for our first epic match. And we can see that we have a fantastic Gonzanti on Gonzanti list. And we'll have the lists up here in just a little bit. But basically it's going to be a bomber swarm versus, as you might be able to see over here, a fantastic little defender swarm. So we have Hasan on the right, one of Columbus's own. And he's running a Gonzanti along with a whole ton of defenders. He's even got a couple of bombers as well. On the left-hand side, our Gonzanti from what is it? Where are they from? Is this Yes, it's the Pittsburgh group.
Pittsburgh.
William from Pittsburgh, and he's running a ton of bombers and his Gozango. So we're just kind of in the middle of the setup phase. They've set their epic ships up. They're going opposite corners, Josh. What do you think about that?
That's going to take a while to get the first combat in. So
Yeah, and just for those who might be looking at this and going, what the hell's wrong with their asteroids? Because I often look at that. The OutRyder Cup rules state that you must place your asteroids like dinguses and place them right upon each other.
Range one.
Fully within range one of each other. So about the only way you can do it is to combine the asteroids into one big Uber asteroid.
Yes.
And that at least gets things done. If this were playing using standard epic rules, then at least one piece of the asteroid must be within range one of another piece of the asteroid,
Right.
which spreads the match out significantly more.
We're attempting to get that changed, but
We'll see how it goes. But now you can see we're over here at Epic Loot in the fantastic town of Springfield, Ohio. And when you look at the mats that they have, these are all individually printed up mats that they had printed specially. And you'll notice that one half of the mat forms up, the other half of the mat forms up, and they form a fantastic halo of awesomeness.
absolutely.
So
That's
Hasan,
perfect for epic.
yeah, Hasan just walked by. Say hi, Hasan. Oh no, we're recording.
good.
We're so recording. No, actually, if you want to say hi, here, hang on 2 seconds. Hop over that way. We got a third mic, my friend.
Yep.
Stop in and say hi. Hey. So we've got Hasan joining us here. Get right up on that mic, buddy.
My shame's about to be seen by everyone here.
Yes, that's right. So we're setting up. Hey, Hasan, real quick, while you're setting up, what's your list? Just give us a real quick rundown.
4 Tidis, 3 bombers, and a Gonzanti.
Beautiful. And you're facing what looks like a Gonzanti with a bunch of bombers.
Gonzanti, Jonas, and 8 bombers. So
Nice.
Get bent, son.
it'll be a bloodbath.
I love it.
Ordnance
Absolutely.
everywhere.
Yes, thanks for joining us here. Good luck, have fun, and also good luck to your opponent as well. We would like to see a nice, clean, even match, lots of
you.
bloodshed. And when you get done, we have to talk about where to find the best goat in Columbus again, because I'm still on the hunt, buddy.
Oh, we will.
Oh, dude, I am desperate for decent goat. For real, one day I will have it good.
All right, we'll see you guys in a bit.
I appreciate your
Absolutely.
feedback,
Good luck,
sir.
man.
Good luck. So, as you can see, basically all of the bombers in the world are setting up on the far left-hand side. Jonas and a ton of bombers. Basically, it's everybody's worst nightmare, the bomber swarm with rage. And looks like that apparently all of his pilot skills are far lower than Hasan's are.
Absolutely.
So he is
I
setting
think
up
that's
his
one
deal.
thing that's in Hasan's favor is the the point bid on that. So
Yeah. So do you have a decent point bid then, huh?
yeah, I think he had. I think it was a 2-point bid, but I mean, just the pilot skill bid.
Yes, absolutely.
Is a bonus.
And for those unfamiliar with Epic, because let's face it, not a whole lot of places actually play Epic. It's kind of a weird sort of an idea. We're talking about 300-point lists here, and as they're setting up and getting ready to position themselves, you can set up anywhere within range 1 to 2 of the board edge, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to fit those stupid freaking gigantic ships in there. And we can also see that you got a nice string of bombers right now. I bet that Jonas is probably right square in the middle somewhere.
He's going to be right in the middle, so he can pass off his rerolls.
So. Oh, it's going to be ridiculous. There's going to be blood and torment everywhere. I sense children crying in the streets already.
Blood and carnage.
Yep. So I really kind of dig on Hasan's setup here. You'll notice how he's taken basically corner control, so he can reposition anywhere. And had I been a smart cookie, I would have paid a lot of attention to these lists so I could talk about them in depth. But let's face it, man, who cares?
Right.
Yeah.
We just want to see some dice rolled and some bloodshed.
Yes, there's going to be carnage. There's going to be death. There might even be potatoes. God, I want potatoes. Oh, I'm hungry. So this is what happens when you basically get up at 7:30 after you don't go to sleep until like 4 o'clock in the morning because stuff.
Stuff happens.
And so I'm getting up at 7:30, and we made the big drive out here to lovely Springfield, and then we had to immediately set everything up. Everything. I mean, it was just crazy. Like Dave and I were just running around like chickens with our heads cut off, getting the mats together, getting the tables put together, getting the computer stuff put together, getting our heads out of our own asses. It was just, it was frickin' Sparta, dude.
Well, you guys did a wonderful job. This place looks awesome. So.
Well, thanks. Really appreciate it. It was fun and excitement, I tell you. So Hasan's still setting up. He's got his bombers in the fabled inverted finger formation, also known as the FU. And, of course, I'm making shit up as I go along. That's what I do. And I'm waiting to see how his quad tie Ds come in. This is going to be fun and exciting. Yeah, so I like that. I like that kind of finger formation there. So he's got a large ability to be able to reposition as needed. So with the 2 up front, 1 in the back, very, very nice fields of fire.
Absolutely.
Although it's the fact that he's going up against 8 bombers with Jonas. I tell you, man,
it's going to be tough. That's a lot of hull to get through.
That's a lot of hull to get through, dude.
The one thing that is good about it though is they don't have shields, so crits are
lethal. True.
Crits are good. So
I had to check. Forgot to check to see if Hasan had the tie D title or the X7 title. They're probably the X7s.
I'm thinking he has X7s. So.
Yeah. Hey, David. So we got Dave Carver coming over here to join us. Say hi, David.
Hi, it's the Bomber Guy.
So it's David, Bomber Guy. So we're watching Hasan's game get set up, and of course I'm a dipshit, as we all know. I've got the lists loaded into here, but hell if I'm bringing them in and flying them in straight. So do you know if Hasan's running tie Ds or if he's running
Yes,
X7s?
Hasan has the tie D title.
Oh, that's
on
so
his
exciting.
defenders.
Did he go ruthlessness?
I think so.
Yes.
Yes.
God, it gives
love
me a
that
boner.
I love that combination.
I can double check that, but I believe he was going through and using ruthless.
Oh God, it's so good. Just that's going to be so perfect
It's
against
so
that other list
offensive,
too.
So
It's ridiculously offensive. I mean, you
against
lose.
the bomber list that he's facing and stuff. Yeah, the double tap is going to be
He's gonna need-
devastating to bombers.
Hey, do we know if were the strikers legal for today's tournament?
Yes, they were.
So could we possibly see lightweight airframe on bombers today?
You could, but I don't think anybody's actually running with it. I haven't seen it around.
That's interesting because we've been talking a lot in the Columbus group about how lightweight airframes could really just revitalize the PS2 Imperial ties.
Yeah.
Like TIE bombers, balls deep. TIE SFs, balls deep. I mean, it's just the effectiveness
TIE SF
is
really where
ridiculous.
it's going to be seen a lot. You'll see the TIE shuttle bombers probably
Mm-hmm.
going through and taking lightweight airframe just to give them a little bit more defensive.
Oh my gosh,
ability.
yeah. A bunch of Gamma Squadron vets with lightweight airframe,
Well,
tactician,
or you get
crack shot.
Yeah, or you put it down Gamma Squadron vets with lightweight airframe, wired.
Yeah.
And fleet officer.
That's nice.
So you get the re-rolls on the offense and defense.
That'd be
for-
really,
for
really
focus token
nice.
when you're stressed. So
All that extra defensive ability is just so
Right.
amazing. But yeah, so we're basically just still getting set up. I mean, I really love as you can. I don't know if you can't really see it from your angle, David, but we've got Hasan setting up his. He's got his defenders in a finger 4, and he's got his bombers in what I call the inverted V or the FU formation.
he is smart on this list. This list that he's facing against was in OutRyder Cup 4
On the mic, there we go.
in the OutRyder Cup 4.
Yeah,
and the game was over in 2 rounds.
Oh yes, the fabled bomber joust.
Yeah, this is the list that and so Hasan's taking the correct tactic and is not setting up to go through and joust.
Yeah,
against
because
it.
jousting a bomber list is kind of like, I don't know, having sex with a potato. It's gonna get real starchy, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little starchy, and it's gonna be probably one of those rotten potatoes, and you're gonna get a squishy part.
Yeah,
of
no.
potato.
If you find a squishy spot, you're okay. But the
Yeah.
problem is when you try to bang a potato, dude, you have to really core it out because you cannot pummel your way into potato victory.
Yeah.
If you try to, you're just going to end up with a bent Wookiee, and that does not feel good at all, man. So here's hoping that things will. Oh, they're setting dials. So we're about to get ready to see some excitement as our first round of play is almost underway. But there's going to be points where I'm just going to shut the hell up and just watch things and go, oh my God, look at that, blow,
Yeah, you probably don't want to keep babbling.
Oh, I could babble for
3
days, my
hours,
friend.
you're
I
gonna
could
sit
do it, but I'll probably lose my voice and
Yeah.
sound like a squirrel. It'd be bad for business. But we could just edit out all the spots of silence and just shorten it from like 3 hours to an hour or some shit.
You can go through and do that. I'm not.
Ah.
I'm just going to upload it just as it is. So then we can
Nah.
come back and do the shortened or cleaned up
the
version
abridged
later.
version.
Yeah, the abridged version of it.
Epic abridged.
Cut
Or
out
the
the
highlights.
dials.
today.
Or maybe even come back and do a highlight reel version of the
OutRyder Cup.
of the OutRyder Cup.
Yeah.
The highlight reel of the OutRyder Cup. It's basically just like roll dice. It's all going to be the dice cam.
Yeah,
We're going to take
exactly.
all the dice cam footage and go, oh, look at that, eat crits. Ah!
Yeah, we'll just take the dice cam footage, put it on a speed loop in there, and
just
you can see
clatter,
dice-
clatter,
dice-
clatter,
yeah,
clatter. I
yeah.
love it. That's the highlight reel right there. Fantastic idea, my friend. But yeah, so as we can see, we've got ships moving out. Oh my gosh, we have bombers that are achieving
We
flight.
have
Hi,
movement.
Hasan. Hey. So that was our friend Hasan here from fantastic, the Central Ohio X-wing group, Raven Squadron. So we've got bombers flying straight ahead. They're doing what bombers do. Bombers fly straight ahead. I wonder, is he
Gonna
going?
get
Did
out.
he go scimitars or did he go gammas?
Cannot remember. I would have to wander over and check.
If you feel like it, sure. If you don't, I don't care. So, yeah. So Dave's gonna go take a quick peek at the list there and find out exactly what.
So he's going to fly straight out and get around those rocks, and then he's going to just pull straight down the middle of the mat there. I think.
Yeah, you see,
So.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He's gonna come out here, 3 hard on a bomber's white, right? Yeah, because 2 hard's red.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm thinking it's maybe. Well, we might just see a slow roll and try and like basically pivot the line.
Yeah.
So you might just try to swing the entire thing just straight down the pipe.
Yep.
And yeah-
They got the asteroids on the outside, right down the side.
Yeah,
so
I tell you, man, this is
we're gonna have
this
some
is
brutality right there in the middle, right down
this
the
is some
seam.
serious horse brutality. I don't know that I necessarily agree with the rock setup here. What do you got, David?
Okay, so you Gamma Squadron.
Yeah.
Vet bombers.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
on
nice.
the-
So
on
he's
there.
got the PS.
There is no ruthlessness, so I was
Okay.
mistaken on that. But he has 2 TIE defenders with expertise, and he's
Nice.
got 2 of them with rage.
Oh,
And
dude.
there is one that has tractor beam,
Yeah.
one that has ion cannon,
Okay.
and the
For some control.
and the other 2 I think have flechette.
Wow. So control, ion. Oh, I love it. That's a nice setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if now do either of them have cannons? Either of them have the turret on their Gazantes, or they just all support
I think it's
Gazantes?
all
No,
support
they're just
Gazanti.
both- I
just
think they're both, comm
booster,
boosters, yep.
comm boosters, and they both have Tarkin.
Oh wow! So
Tarkin
targeted
lets you-
coordinators.
Yeah, Tarkin.
Oh,
lets you-
Tarkin,
yeah,
Tarkin,
yeah,
okay.
Take a focus or give a focus, right?
you can take a focus or give a focus away.
That's so funny. I love it. So as we can see here, Hasan's decided to take the oblique approach, and he's coming straight in from the angle.
Yes.
Now it looks like the defenders themselves are sweeping straight up into the middle of the board.
Yeah, I think he's going to try and race those straight across the board and get on the opposite side, try to flank.
Yeah,
with
he's going to have to, because I'm assuming that his Jonas is all the way in the back there. Because Jonas is the key to Williams' list.
Absolutely.
If you can take out Jonas, then you can jack him square in the pie hole, and that's really the best way that we like to play. We like to jack a lot of pie holes here in Raven Squadron. We call that Tuesdays.
Absolutely. Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays, Thursdays, and occasionally on Saturday.
Maybe Mondays.
Yes, occasionally Mondays, and sometimes Sundays. So, one defender's out. Is he trying to figure out? Oh, I guess he's just zipping his way out. Apparently, I'm assuming a focus action because he didn't drop a template. He didn't drop a token at all. No, everything's moving out, saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to move my shit this way. Do you mind terribly much if I move all at the same time? Thank you. I appreciate that greatly. How's the weather over there?
We're just going to go, what is that, 4 or 5 forward? And
yeah, 5 forward.
Yeah, and we'll just focus. Thank you.
Yeah. Although I got to say, it would be kind of interesting to see some barrel rolls in here to try and basically get a little bit more distance, or to close the distance some more. And what's going on with...
that's all of his focus that he's putting down there.
Yeah, looks like it. So the question next is, where is his epic ship going?
He's
So
just going to move that probably 2 or 3 forward.
Yeah.
He's not going to run into anything right there, so he's just going to play it safe and go straight forward.
Looks like he only went. Looks like a 1 forward on Williams Gonzanti. So apparently he's in no hurry to get his Gonzanti anywhere near the fight.
No.
Let's see what Hasan's going to do. Looks like action. Oh, looks like that all the he's pulled up all of his tokens. Hasan is going.
It looks like he's doing a 3 forward.
Yeah. Looks like a 2 forward, maybe 3 forward. Yeah. What our feed froze just a little bit there, so we were trying to figure out exactly how far forward he was going. I like the aggressiveness that Hasan's showing, because there's going to come a point in time. Look, he's checking for target lock. He's going for the fabled Mike Jones target lock, as you can see.
Fabled Mike Jones target lock.
Yeah, and obviously there is no Mike Jones in the house today. Well, Mike Jones is playing, but he's not playing in this game.
Right.
And
he may be on a podcast later on. So.
Absolutely. We'll have to get him over here and have him say hi. And he can talk about his famous target lock tactics. So we've got 85,000 dials. The only problem with running an Imperial mirror on mirror is that unless you've got your dials labeled, you're going to have a bad time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's almost one of those reasons why I kind of want to go back through on all my dials and just write LP, 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 LP.
I have mine marked with stickers, actually. So.
Smart idea, dude. Very smart idea. All right, so zippity-doo-dah, dials are being set. So let's play some bets here, my friend. Where do you think the bombers are going? Are they going to go straight through? Because you got to figure, if Hasan has the pilot skill disadvantage, he's got the pilot skill disadvantage. So that means he moves first. Where do you think his bombers are going?
Hasan's or Williams?
No, we're talking about Williams first.
Okay.
So do you think Williams going to go for the pinwheel, or is he going to try the hard, basically going from a line abreast formation to a vertical line formation?
I think he's probably going to do the 3 hards.
You think he's going to 3 hard?
Yep, I believe so.
So 3 hard's going to put him right around the tip of the lead asteroid. So
he may move forward 1 more and then turn next round.
Yeah, because see, he's trying. This is going to be this is the round, I think, where things are either going to go really, really well for somebody, or they're going to go dog shit taco for the other. Because if we figure out the different options that they've got going on, so we have basically the bombers. If they swing in now, they are not going to be in target lock range. That's going to give Hasan's bombers the ability to 4 forward and then target lock the lead ships.
Right.
And jack a fool.
Right.
I mean, I forgot to check what kind of missiles that Hasan's running, but if he's got assault missiles of any variety.
I think he has assault missiles.
Assault missiles destroy this list.
Right.
They just flat out eat it for lunch. As he stands a very real chance of killing 2 bombers before they can even think about shooting. And those bombers aren't even going to be able to shoot because they don't have target locks. They can primary weapons fire, but it's all going to be 3 agility for Hasan's.
That's why I think he's either going to do probably a 2 bank or a 3, or he's doing 1 straight. Sorry.
Yeah, see, he's doing the 2 straight.
Yeah,
I think it's 2 straight, right?
2 straight.
Yeah, so the 3-bank I think would have been the aggressive move, but I think it would have been the wrong move because the 2 straight would have made it so that he wouldn't have had the ability to target lock successfully initially. Because this is all about the joust. This list is a giant joust. I'm going to stick it in your face. I'm going to make love to your ear holes kind of list.
Right.
So at least
I think he could take some long distance shots with the front 2 of Hasan's bombers.
Yeah.
Depending on how fast he goes with those, but if he wants to kind of slow play and be able to get all 4 of his bombers focused out at one time, then
yeah. This is gonna be very, very dangerous right here. It's I wonder how fast Hasan's gonna play it. And Hasan's very crafty. He's one of our star players here in Central Ohio. He's got great list building, and he's also he comes up with ideas that are gonna make you say, "What the hell is this?
Right.
I don't understand." So we've got a little bit of break of formation. It's one of the joys of playing X-Wing. You'll notice that things just slightly get out of range. I mean, because so far things are more or less in a line, but the straight lines that were before are getting a little wavy. It could just be from user error and wiggling stuff around as you put it down.
I call it spatial drift.
Spatial drift. That's a great term for it. I think I'm going to call it that too. Way to go, Josh. Josh Carney inventing new terms today. So the next question is, obviously, we're going to see a Jonas just slide right at the Tukas. He's staying at 1 straight. Did they only 1 straight? Because I thought they 2 straighted for a moment.
No, I think he's just 1 straighted, so he could get past that asteroid you were talking about. And then now he's going to turn in hard next turn.
Now it's going to be the 3 hard. Yeah, because there's no way that Hasan can get out of the target locks next turn. I don't see it. Like, the only way that he might be able to pull it off is if he 2 hards this turn, and I just don't see that happening.
Right. He's going to have to probably do a hard 3 with his defenders to be able to get them into the engagement at the same time with the...
So Hasan's slow playing. He's pulling his 1 straights in.
So he can get his target locks in and everything next turn. So...
Yeah. I mean, Hasan could have alpha struck. He could have alpha struck this turn.
But I think he would only been able to do it with 2 and not all 3 of his bombers. So.
No, 4 straight would have put him real close to that other set of asteroids.
Right.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he would only been able to alpha with 2. I mean, he does have the pilot skill advantage. Let's keep that in mind.
Right.
So that's always a bonus.
But you don't want to rush out there and get hung out to dry with just 2 of your...
Yeah.
He's going to probably try and turn his defenders in hard.
Oh, he's barrel rolling. Check it out. Oh, nice. Oh,
there you go.
So he's trying to keep as much distance as possible to try and drag out that
he wants to be able to get everybody in, guns on at one time.
Yep.
It's very, very smart.
I dig it a lot. And then he's going to turn around and barrel roll back to front. And now the back bomber, the one that was sitting in the back of the V, is still kind of, but now notice the V has inverted because of the positioning. So now if you like 1 straight, if you basically make the 2 back bombers move 1 more faster than the front bomber, now you've got line abreast. It'd be really nice. I'm thinking, Hasan's now blocking his movement. It's very crafty. So he's making his movement in secret so that not even we can tell. So I'm thinking, he 3-hearted now.
Yep, that's 3-hearted now. And now he's going to probably barrel roll to the left.
No, actually, my apologies. 2 hard. He went 2 hard. At least one of them went 2 hard. So
I was going to say 2 hard is red, so I hope he didn't do a 2 hard.
I don't know. We'll see. Well, let's face it. You do a 2 hard red. Now's the time to do it because you make a green move next turn.
Yeah, but I figure you do the green or the hard 3,
yeah,
and then you can barrel roll over, so you give yourself space for your bombers next to you. So.
Yeah. Well, it looks like they're making actions. So.
Yeah, I think he did the 3 so he could barrel roll.
Yeah, must be. Okay, Hasan's taking off his sweatshirt. It is going to be go time. Now, of course, the video that we're watching here is actually just a few seconds delayed versus the live feed that we can see in front of our faces. So Hasan's rolling downtown, and it looks like
he did the hard 3 with the barrel roll. So
this is going to be interesting. So, are we going to see some Are we going to see some 1 straights? Are there some 2 straights coming up here? It's going to be tough.
Yeah, I think probably his next move would probably be a 2 straight.
Yeah.
And then
light some fools up.
Yeah.
So we got tractor beams. We're going to have a lot of shenanigans. See, this is where having the tractor beam is going to be really handy.
Right.
Because William's going to have to take into account that that Hasan could potentially tractor beam him into range 1, making his missiles obsolete, or tractor beam him onto a rock, or tractor beam him in such a way that it's otherwise quite non-beneficial, like boost. The thing I love about tractor beam is that it gives you the boost or the barrel roll option.
Right.
And one thing I don't really see people do a lot is boost.
No, you always see him moving side to side, trying to put him on rocks or do something like that.
Yeah, but I think especially with these bombers, you get you tractor beam like a 1 soft pointing away, and all of a sudden now that bomber is in the middle of Nowheresville.
We got a Mike Jones target lock yet
Excellent.
again.
Another Mike Jones target lock. And the best thing about that is that it's a hidden target lock that basically shows him exactly how far away the other ships are.
Right.
And it lets him know, okay, well, I know that if I move this far, then I'll be able to go there. Very crafty, the Mike Jones target lock.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll be sure that once Mike gets done with one of his games, we'll be sure to get him over here so we can talk about Mike Jones target lock strategies.
All right.
Okay,
So
here's the money shot. Here's the money shot. Where's it going? 3 hards?
I'm calling 3 hards for the bombers up top.
Sounds good.
2 straights with the defenders down the bottoms,
Yeah.
and probably 2 banks with the bombers, with Hasan's bombers.
You think 2 bank?
2 bank or 1 bank? I think 2 bank.
If you are 2 bank to the right or 2 bank to the left?
2 bank to the right.
So here's my issue with that. Well, you might be able to bomb to nuke the back guys. If you 2 bank, because like a 2 bank is one of those weird moves. I always have a problem with 2 banks. I don't know why. It's just I hate them.
It might be a 1 bank. I'm looking at it again, and I think a 1 bank would probably be a little bit better.
Because bombers 3 hard, and when they 3 hard, and they are gamma squadrons, I believe, as David pointed out, they don't have Deadeye.
No.
So no Deadeye. That means we're talking about they have to target lock in order to get their missiles off. See, I feel like that you have to take 2 bombers off the board this turn. You have to take 2 of Williams' bombers off the board before they fire.
Right. And
Because
I'm guaranteeing you're not going to get a shot at Jonas on this round right now.
No, it's going to be nearly impossible. So you got to kill 2 bombers, maybe 3 if you can pull it off, because you have to get that alpha strike down to something manageable. Because even getting a 5 bomber alpha strike right in your grill,
oh yeah,
it's going to be terrifying because that's going to be probably 2 dead defenders.
Possibly, absolutely possible.
Because do the defenders focus? Do the defenders juke? I mean, not juke, but do they evade? I mean, do you give up your offensive capability for the fact that and just depend on raw dice in order to be able to live this turn?
I think they're both going to go for the alpha strike. They're both going to try to go offensive at the first time. So,
I do love a good cup of haterade. I can't lie. So here's hoping that we're going to see some hot Imperial on Imperial action. I'm sure that the
bad guys versus bad guys.
Now, this is what /fic was made for, man. I mean, there's preteen girls going, oh my gosh, I totally ship bomber pilots on defender pilots all the time. It's going to be amazing. So we've got their Gonzantis. Gonzantis is probably going to jack off in the background. I mean, they're both support ships.
Yeah.
So unless a Gonzanti can get a really lucky burst mow over, I don't see anything happening with them.
No, they're just basically support. They're passing out focus with Tarkin and with their comms boosters. So
yeah.
I think they'll just sit back nice and quiet in the back. Maybe if they can take something with Tarkin, then they'll do that.
Yeah. Now, do you know Tarkin off the top of your head? Because I don't really know that card very well.
I know that he has the ability to take away focus and has the ability to give a focus during
Let's see. This is from the amazing X-Wing app that you can find over on the Android store, the X-Wing, I think it's called X-Wing Squadron Builder. But Grand Moff Tarkin, huge ship only, Imperial only. At the start of the combat phase, you may choose another ship at range 1 to 4. Either remove one focus token from the chosen ship or assign one focus token to that ship. So basically, it's accept a token as part of your life. There's the 3 hard. We were expecting it. Oh, it's going to be so close. That shot is going to be so close. They are so freaking close to range 3 right now. I can't wait to see what the target locks look like. I mean, this is Hasan's engage right here, because
if he's just outside range 3 now, he won't be able to get his target locks off for his ordnance. And then when Hasan moves forward, he'll have his available to him. So he'll have to probably have to evade right now.
If anything happens, it's going to be the lead ships are going to be able to target lock. The back anything beyond the front 2 ships aren't going to be able to target lock at all.
Right.
Oh, this is so tricky. This is so far so good. Yeah, that was a Mike Jones drive-by. He was attempting to target lock our computer. So it's got some really impressive movement so far. We've got a Weston stopping by. So Weston, say hi, everybody.
Hello.
So that was Weston Thobaben. He puts the babe in Thobaben, and yes, no, Dominique puts the Tho in Thobaben.
Oh.
Yes. So now as we're driving along here and looking to see how the ships go, I am so excited for this round, man. I am. My nipples are really hard. I think we're only
half
gonna
hour into it, and we haven't had dice rolled yet.
I know, right? Isn't it great? Welcome to Epic. Welcome to Epic, where we don't roll dice. Okay, this is. Now you'll notice. I mean, obviously, if we want to be real nitpicking assholes here, he would have checked for target lock with the first ship before he goes on. Now I want you to look at this. Not a target lock because he knows.
Yep.
Because he knows. This is where the haterade comes in.
Can you tell if those are focus or if those are evades?
I don't know. Why don't you take a quick trip over there?
No, hold on a second. I'm looking at this. Actually, the bombers don't have evade, so they're all foci.
Yeah,
so.
all focus. Yeah, it's focus, target lock, barrel roll.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow, so focus is till the cows come home. Okay. Is he 3? He went 3 soft.
Oh,
Look at that. He decided to go balls deep. It is balls deep on Hyannisport for Hasan here. 3 soft.
I was thinking a 2, but he went balls deep. So
he went trippy. Okay. See, my only issue with the 3 is that this back bomber here. I mean, you're limiting the amount of stuff you can focus on. So he's got lead bomber that's so designated as Dickweed in the middle, and Dickweed in the middle can basically focus on the lead ship, like the ship that's in the front right. So his 3 bombers can all... Wait a minute. Oh, he's got Deadeye, doesn't he?
I believe he does.
That's so sexy. That's perfect.
Yep.
But I think the only ship he can really focus on is going to be that right front bomber.
Right.
Maybe the bomber that's 1 back from it. Okay, we've got dials that are flipsies. Oh, he forgot to flip his dials, I see.
Looks like a 3 forward.
Yeah, I think so. 3 or 4. I think that might be a 4.
Yeah, that might be 4.
Oh God, we're going to see some hate. It's going to be hate everywhere.
Looks like we're still in range 2, so yeah, we're good here.
And I forgot to check. I think that... Oh, wait, stress. Oh, is that Riot? That might be Riot. 2 stress? What?
I think he raged. He's got rage on
rage.
that one.
Yeah. So that's the rage. That's the rage bomber, right? I was thinking PTO. What? Oh, that's the rage one. Oh, it's going to be brutal. That defender might wreck a fool. Rage again. Oh shit. Okay, sliding on in. Where is he taking this next one? Once Hasan clears out, we're going to see. Got right up in the deal. Oh, this is going to be amazing. Okay, so
Looks like he might check for target lock.
yeah, he's going for he's got target lock on Jonas. That's what it looks like. That's what it's seeming like. What is he doing? Damn it, Hasan. Okay, plotting. There's lots of plotting going on. Isn't this great? We're watching this game going live, and we're going, yeah, this isn't even going to go up till hours later, if whenever.
I just think there's only 2.5 hours left to go.
Oh, man. No, think about the bright side. 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 20 seconds, dude. Oh, this is exciting. Okay. Hasan's plotting. He's trying to figure out what am I gonna do. But I tell you, man, drawing out the target lock there really made me think that he was target locking somebody. So at that point, it's kind of a no-brainer, right? I mean, if you've drawn out your target lock, unless you got PTO, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, the only thing is I'm thinking he was trying to do like a Mike Jones target lock, target somebody that's farther away to see how close he actually is.
Oh, you think he did?
Yeah,
that's crafty.
That's very possible.
Oh, I'm so proud of him for that. The Mike Jones target lock, it's what's for breakfast, man.
You choose somebody that you know is
out of range.
Out of range.
Pardon me, I'm going to try to target lock the Gonzanti. Oh, shucks.
Right.
That's so crafty. It's so
Because we all know that the range 5 or the range 2 is a 5 maneuver template. So.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, the craftiness. Oh my gosh, look at the touch, the feel of cotton, man. Oh, rage. Is he gonna rage? See, it's funny because I'm looking over live and I'm seeing, okay, what's happening. So now he's reaching over, and target lock Jonas. That's gonna be delightful. Okay. He's zooming on up. Yeah, so now we've got a fantastical observation. We've got powerful rage going on. We've got a target lock going on. We have just meat and potatoes everywhere. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so I think that all we have left is just the determination of actions from Dipshit McGee in the back left. What is that defender going to do? Is he going to target lock? Is he going to focus? Looks like
he's just focusing.
Looks like a focus.
Yep.
Now his Gaderngi. Up, got to turn in. This is going to be where it gets rather interesting, you know, because because with his Gajerbil, then he has to be very careful about where he moves his bombers now, because if he splits them, if he decides to 4K around, I mean, this could be like 4K drop bomb central at time.
Yeah, I think he's just going to probably do another turn and then fly it straight up the side on the next turn. So
yeah,
that way he's going to be right next to his bombers, being able to pass stuff off. So.
Yeah, very true. Oh, this is tense. Oh, look, he's also attempting the Mike Jones target lock. We have no target lock from the Gajerbil.
We decided that Tarkin's ability was at the start of combat, yes? Or is it after activation?
Hang on 2 seconds. It is at the start of the combat phase.
Okay.
Choose another ship at range 1 to 4. Either remove one focus token from that ship or assign one focus token to that ship. So he could chuck an extra focus token onto one of the Bombinos.
Yeah, pretty much any of them. I think all of his ships are in range 4. So.
Oh, yeah. But the only one that might not be would be the upper left defender.
Yeah.
The one that's got the target lock on Jonas. Although that'd be the one you really want to focus on.
That's the one you definitely want to focus on.
Oh, now he's got it. Now he's in range 4. Okay. So now what are we talking about? Probably coordinate actions at this point, or comms boost and some shiz.
Boost,
oh, yeah, get rid of the stress.
Yep, get rid of
That's
the stress.
so broken. Double comms booster.
Yep.
See, this is where I fail at Epic, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I like Epic. Epic is fun, sorta, and I have all the big ships. I mean, I've got a Gazangi, I've got a Raider, I got a Corvette, I got a couple of Rebel transports. I mean, I've got some stuff.
Right.
But At the same time,
Be
wait,
honest, you bought the Tantive for the C-3PO, didn't you?
Actually, I got my C-3POs through the tournament scene, and
yeah?
I got my Tantive as part of a buddy's collection that he got out of the game.
Gotcha.
So I bought his entire collection, which is why I now can run 11 T-65s. I can run the entire Red Squadron, and as a matter of fact, I've done it in Epic. Luke, Wedge, Biggs, Porkins, and Garvin Dryce, and then 6 Red Squadrons.
Nice.
Yeah, I played against Mega Dave, where he ran a whole ton of TIE fighters along with some TIE Advanced, and we basically played the Death Star Trench Run.
Nice.
Yeah, it ends up the Empire won that, but just by maybe the equivalent of the points worth of Wedge. And
you didn't have Han swoop in and save the day?
Nah, I didn't have the points for it. But Jack Porkins lived all the way to the end and was just wrecking fools. Put Repair Droid on him, and he was just eating spoonfuls of people. He was real fun. So
he's actually one of my favorite pilots. So
he's a lot of fun. He's really, really cool because he eats stress for fucking supper, dude. Okay,
like,
we have dice. We have dice. Check out the dice cam. Oh, God dang it, Hasan. Dice cam. You want to go? That's all right. We have 3 hits. Okay, 3 hits on the. You say 3 hits on the crack pipe? Great. So we got 3 hits. That's okay. We got it.
Gotcha.
So we had a little bit of dice cam uh-ohs. So we have 3 hits
on a tractor beam. So
that was the tractor beam hit. So 3 hits on the tractor beam. Somebody's going for shenanigans. So boost forward. Oh, that's hilarious. Dragging him out of orbit. Oh, nice. It gets him into range 2.
All right. Oh, I missed it. They rolled it, and I missed it.
Oh, I did? Gotcha.
And we got an evade. 1 evade on however many hits.
Gotcha. 1 evade. 1 evade there. So we'll reset that. And do we see, it looks like, what, 1, 2 damage down? I like it.
We got 2 hits there.
Okay. The joys of trying to get stuff taken care of while all of a sudden you've got 85 things going on. I just love it. So we've got, what is that, 1 hit and a focus?
2 hits and focus.
2 hits. So we got 2 hits. 3.
And we got 1 evade.
1 evade. Nice. So 3 hits on an evade. That's 2 more damage. So I'm going to go ahead and reset that.
Looks like we're using a target lock.
Okay, so
Hasan's hand was in the way. I couldn't see on that
Gotcha.
one.
Okay, we're rolling. So he's checking range. Is that bomber still alive? It looks like there's maybe 3, 4 damage cards on it.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to find out. Because they've got to kill that bomber. They have to kill 2 bombers this turn. Have to kill 2, hopefully 3.
I think he might get 2.
Yeah, it's going to be tight. Because even though bombers are resilient, I mean, they're only 2 agility dice, but good rolls from a bomber and bad rolls from a defender means the bomber might only take 1 damage from a shot.
Right. And plus he tractor beamed him, so he's only rolling 1 die anyway.
1 agility die. I mean, come on. That's that. We got 1, 2.
It looks like 2 crits and a hit.
That's
so.
disgusting.
And 1 maybe
1
2?
evade to focus.
Okay.
2 crit.
He's thinking. Oh,
1.
he's got 3 dice down there.
He picked up 2, though. It looks like 2 evades.
He took his crit.
So got a crit in. And the crit. The crit has been placed. You know, I think what we need to do next is when it comes time for like dice placement and things, show the cards on the dice camera. We probably should have tried that. So maybe we'll have.
I'll ask him that right now. I'll be right back.
Gotcha. Thanks, sir. And just let him know we're sorry that we're trying to get shit organized. So looks like got another hit and a crit. Hit and a focus. That's hit crit focus. Fun and exciting. We're just getting those all those dice figured out. And next coming up, what do we have? You rolled a blank? Got it. And 1 blank. Got nothing. Poor Letty.
All right, that weapon or that crit was a weapons failure.
Weapons failure. Ooh,
but
nice.
he got blown up anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, nice popped. Okay. So now it looks like we got another range 2 shot. We still got some defender shots coming in. So it looks like it was 2. That's range 3. Ah. Okay, so what do we have? That's a hit, spending the focus, so 3 hits. But he gets 3 dodges and rolls blanks.
Blanked out.
Wow. That stings. I've been there, done that. That's the story of my life, man. So that's 1 bomber that's half popped. Now, what's coming next? The way this is going, I mean, technically Hasan might be able to take 3 bombers off this turn.
Yeah, that blank out there helped quite a bit.
Oh, no kidding. I forgot to check. Do we know if he's carrying bombs? Is he carrying any? I see 4 cards per, so I'm assuming probably bombs, extra munitions, missiles of some variety.
Yeah, I am not sure. I can go check again, or I can have Dave go over and check.
Yeah, let's go get a quick update, and find out whether he's got bombs or not, because that's going to affect dramatically how this is going to go. Okay, looks like hit, focus, hit. What do we got? We got chips. Hit. 3 hits. 2 hits. Target lock. Oh, 4 hits. We have 4 hits from downtown. So we got 4 hits, 1 evade token. Looks like there is a defender that's going to lose some shields. Four-hit horse brutality. Isn't that great? Now I actually get to peruse the list. See, we went through all this trouble of like uploading the list and doing all this like fancy crap. Now we're going, I want to look at your list, please. Thank you.
All right, looks like Hasan just has homing missiles, but he has extra munitions on him.
Yeah.
He's got chips and he's got Deadeye. So.
Yeah. So we just missed a 4-missile, a 4-shot barrage from I think it was one of Williams' ships. So 4 hits. Apparently he must have had something in there that could hit. Do you see anybody in there that's a Gamma Squadron vet or something?
He has assault missiles with
extra munitions.
Extra munitions also.
So are his guys Gammas or GSVs? They're GSVs, right?
He has Gammas everywhere.
No, you see, look at the front. Gamma Squadron vet.
Yep.
No, there's a difference. Gamma Squadron can't take EPT. Gamma Squadron Vet can. Look, there's 4 more hits. This is actually a lot more deadly than we thought.
Yep, he's got Gamma Squadron veterans
and
everywhere.
Blank. Yeah. Oh, this is nasty. This is basically GSVs on GSVs. I had no idea. I thought they were just Gammas. Apparently, then. So I think Hasan must have just lost a defender because he just took 4 damage.
Yeah, he just lost a defender.
Bloop. Wow. Yeah, this is a hell of a lot scarier than I thought it would be. Here's a hit crit focus. Hit crit focus. 2 hit crit. Clear this out. And Hasan dodges with Squad Doodly. Looks like 1 evade.
1 evade.
Wow, Hasan's dice are getting as bad as mine.
Green dice are the bane of my existence.
Green dice are the enemy, dude. I hate green dice. You see, this paints a whole different. Had I not been mentally deficient, I would have said, "Why don't you go get the paper lists and we'll see what's going on." But oh my God, they're GSVs. So we have what are Hasan's bombers?
Hasan's bombers.
He's got Vessery. Oh no, Vessery is one of his.
He's got Gamma Squadron veterans also.
Does he have a Jonas?
He does not have a Jonas.
He does have a Jonas. Okay.
Does not.
Does not. Okay. Okay, so we saw 1.5 bombers traded for 1 defender. Not worth. Not worth. So it looks like.
So we don't know if that was Vessery that came off or.
We can find out.
Actually, it was one of the ones that did the rage. So
Yeah,
it was one of the glaive pilots.
Yeah. So one of the glaives got it. So he's lost a glaive pilot. That's what, 41 points, are they?
Looks like 37.
You're 37 or.
Or a 41.
No,
he had the rage on it, so it's
37
37 points.
pointer.
Yep.
Got it. So see 2 evade tokens. I missed the number of hits, though, unfortunately. That'll teach me. Let's see. Let's count how many. 1. He's counting up hits. 3, 4. The camera froze up. Okay, it looks like he only got 1 through, so he evaded 2. Hasan must have gotten 3 hits. Okay, so what do we got? Yeah, this is a whole different ball game now, because once again what do we see? I see 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of hits. There was like 4 hits against 2 evades. So that's going to be 2 more damage coming through. 1 more bomber popped. So we have 2 bombers down. How much are his bombers worth, by the way?
Looks like 27 points apiece.
So, okay, so we've got 2 bombers down for a defender.
27 or 26, depending on which
Hasan
one.
Just got 4 total hits. So reset 4 hits against 1 evade. So he just dealt another 3 damage out to Bombinos. That's another bomber taking 3. Hey, refresh me on what expertise does again. I forget.
Expertise? That does the... it's like a super focus kind of a
Gotcha.
thing.
Oh, that's right. 1 focus to a crit, and then the rest to hits, right?
No, expertise? No. It's I think you just are allowed to change your focus to a something. I'm looking.
Yeah, I'm pretty
here.
sure. I'm pretty sure it's 1 focus to a hit, and then the rest to crits. Or that's marksmanship. Dang it.
Yeah, that's marksmanship. Expertise is crazy. It's I think you get to change all of your focus to hits. It's the new one that just came in with the U-boat.
Oh yeah, right. That's the one where you're not, as long as you're not stressed.
It says when you're attacking, if you are not stressed, you may change all of your focus results to hit results.
What? Sure, go ahead. Yeah, move the camera and the dice. It's all good. Yeah. So sorry for the little off-camera discussion there. They're actually getting ready to move the dice cam around, and they're moving it so that things can go. Now you all can't see it at home, But the dice cam itself has this amazing little dice box that has everything rolled up into it. Now you can see it at home. So we have extreme dice camera. Just getting stuff out of the way, compiling along. Wow, so he got 2.5 bombers down for the price of a defender. That's pretty worth.
Yeah.
It's a 37-point defender and killed 27 points times 2, I believe. So if we want, see, here's another fancy little piece.
27, 26, or 25. He's got 3 different setups on these. So he's got some with proton torpedoes.
So
or plasma
we're just going to say that
missiles or homing.
So basically, it looks like right now that William has 37 points, and Hasan has between 50 and what do you think? 54.
Yep.
Seeing a look at now, I come over here and I unmute the scores, and now check that out, right?
There you go.
Yeah, look at that fancy scoring, man. So right now we've got Hasan currently in the lead, probably somewhere between 50 and 54 points, down to 37 points. We're digging it. It's very hip. We can get exact ship counts later if it matters, but it doesn't really matter to me. The important part is we're just getting the whole feel for it.
All right, there's still 2 hours to go in this thing.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we're
dude.
still good. So
we're kind of in the angry like frottage section of X-Wing, where they're kind of rubbing their dicks a little bit together, just kind of going
got a little pre-cum coming on. But
exactly.
That's about it.
Exactly. It's like they're getting a little moist, but things are really about to go full on rage boner. Well, technically only Hasan can rage boner because I don't think any of Williams' ships have rage, but
No.
still. But now this is.
He's going to shoot you in your dead eye, though.
He's going to shoot you right in the dead eye. Nice one. Nice. So this is going to be the weird part because so the bombers all have dead eye, obviously.
Yes.
Now, what does Williams Gonzanti have? Just comm booster?
Williams Gonzanti. Front end has, I guess it's all one side of this. It has a fleet officer, Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yeah.
The dual laser turret.
Yeah.
Ordnance expert. And then 2 comms boosters.
So comms booster, go ahead and grab up a comms booster because that basically lets you pull off stress and out of focus, right?
I believe so. I'm pulling it up now.
So comms booster, spend 1 energy to remove all stress and then assign 1 focus token. So basically, here's the evil part. Now, the comms booster itself has a range of 1 to 3. Now, we could see, because Williams bombers have, they actually have initiative. They're moving first. We could see Williams bombers move up, K turn. They get 4K or whatever bombers have. They have 5K or 3K, or they have 4K? Listen to me being an expert X-Wing commentator. I'm a color commentator.
I got it
guy.
right here in front of me. They have 5K.
So they're 5Ks. So they're obviously, there's a chunk of them that are outside of range too. So those guys could, so 2 of those ships could 5K, and then they're ready to torpedo up somebody's butt.
I don't think Williams can do that because the glaive pilots are stacked one behind the other. So if they're range 2.
See, where I'm thinking is that if you look on so from our camera's angle, if you look along the right-hand column of TIE bombers.
Correct.
The 2 lead TIE bombers are at least 5 away.
Right. They could probably do the 5K.
But those are the only ones that count. Those are the only ones that matter.
Right.
Because they 5K, the others split and block up and do shenanigans. Then after they split and do their 5K roll, then Williams Gonzanti comes up and dual laser turret's a fool, for 1, and then also spends an energy in the energy step to give those lead 2 bombers, get rid of their stress, give them the focus tokens that they need to missile pop. But it looks like he's not doing it. He's going for the
2 straight?
3, I believe.
Okay.
So he's moving up a 3 straight. I mean, then again, you see, I'm the kind of dipshit that really likes to look at the different kinds of things that you can do. I really like looking at that kind of thing. I like trying the weird stuff, the desperation stuff.
Yeah, I'm one of those pilots as well. It's like I try to do the moon maneuver that somebody is not expecting. So.
Yeah. Now, keep in mind, none of us are winners.
Right.
Neither one of us. We both are pretty bad. But at the same time, we like flying. And
Right,
we like being crazy. And hell, you beat my ass the last time you played me. So never let it be said that I won't admit when I get schooled. And because I get schooled quite a bit. It's kind of one of my features of X-Wing. And I guess that was a 2. Yeah, it's so hard to tell from this angle. Oh, this is interesting. I think the lead bomber made that move just to stop the 4K in case that Hasan was trying to 4K back behind someone. So they're just trying to basically space out from now, trying to set it up so that no matter where Hasan's defenders end up, that there's going to have somebody is going to have a shot on them. Yeah, so you see they spaced out I think just about perfectly. This was a heck of a trap. I'm really impressed. Williams got a good head for flying these ships. Yeah, this is apparently the same list. This is the OutRyder Cup 4 list that 2 rounded a fool.
Yeah, I can't remember what he flew against, but yeah, it was amazing. He was done with his epic round in 20 minutes.
Dude's my hero.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what it is about Epic, but I get so bored. I lose interest. I just phase out. The games go too long. It's like playing 40K.
Right.
But for me, playing 40K was always much more in depth because there were so many more things to keep track of. There were just, well, I don't know if there were more things or less things to keep track of. You just had larger armies and you had individual profiles, and you had to be able to figure, okay, well, how far am I going to move this turn, and what kind of range do my weapons have, and what kind of sacrifices am I going to make moving versus standing still.
You almost get that in this or here, though.
Yeah,
So.
That's the thing about Epic, is that Epic is like playing 40K for me because you're playing for 3 hours. You've got so much to keep track of, and I have gotten so spoiled by playing 100-point games.
Right.
I've just gotten spoiled, and it's really difficult to kind of keep it all together at times. That probably makes me a really shit human being, but what do you do, man? So it looks like that Hasan actually moved up and one straight at his bomber, so we still got some shots at that backdoor Jones. What are these defenders going to do? Yep, he went for it.
He was trying for the 4K.
No, he went for 5. That's a 5 move. 5 straight. They got the block off. I mean, literally, he moved in the perfect place. So he's going to be, sorry for the minor mic noise there. He's just in the right place to be able to really jack things up.
That defender right there is not happy right now.
That's one of the other raging defenders.
Yes, that's the other Gamba Rager.
But luckily, I mean, he can.
Or Glaive, excuse me.
The Epic ship can at least move up and comms booster it, so he can at least have a focus token.
Right.
But it would have been nice to have the rerolls. Wow, I just realized how much raw background noise there is because I'm watching the sound feed from the Behringer audio, and even when both of us are silent, just watch that audio feed.
Oh, yeah. That's
There's
crazy.
an insane amount of background noise I didn't even realize. That's one of the things about live video recording and audio recording is you're going to get a lot of stuff. So Hasan's got a decision. I mean, we already know that. I mean, that ship's done, but hopefully, because he's PS6, so he's going to go before everybody except for Vessery. I mean, except for Jonas. So at least he gets to shoot first. So now, looks like we got some measurement coming in. What did he do? Oh, he slipped it. He slipped it right in. He slipped past the first ship. But the question is, did he bump? I think he bumped. Yeah, so... Oh, William placed masterfully. Yeah, he was just placed so well. Now, is expertise in action?
Expertise is... Oh, I just had it pulled up.
I know, we're very bad commentators here.
I don't think it's an action. I think it's just when you're attacking.
Oh yeah, it's you flip all unless you're stressed. Yeah, once again, I keep. I mean, I've seen the expertise card a few times, but I've never really used it yet. But yeah, it's as long as you're not stressed, you get to flip all your focuses to hits.
Right. I just picked up my U-wing like 2 days ago, so I haven't really.
You saw me. I've got 2. I still think my list wasn't bad. I think it's got a lot of chance. But
it was good, and you played it pretty good. You blocked most of my stuff up, and that one block that happened near the end, it really screwed you. So
yeah, it was just one of those things where I like running big base ships because I like what they do. I like blocking things with them. I like screwing people up. But then my dice just fall apart, and when your dice fall apart with a big base ship, man, it's like,
yeah,
you're done. You're just done. Okay, so looks like maneuvering. Yeah, he did. He did so well. That was so good. The only thing Hasan could have done right there was he could have soft turned. He could have soft turned and barreled in, but I don't know that would have been any good.
I think he would have been out of arc. So the only thing I think he probably would have wished he would have been able to do was an initial. Earlier is try to get farther across the board and then turn in, so he wouldn't be going straight up against them. Yeah,
because this list when it jousts is gonna eat you for lunch. But you got to figure that the front ships being where they are basically mean that they can't shoot those defenders. So he's protected himself from 2 missiles,
right?
And he's also protected himself probably from at least a 3rd set of missiles from the guy that that probably Vessery is bumped up against. So there's only 3 missiles that can fire at these, plus the primary weapons from Jonas, and also the dual laser turret from the Gonzanti.
Right.
So he's got some defense. And I got to figure, so he's probably making the 2 soft turn in. Yeah, get a little energy back. And Hasan doesn't have any offense on his Gonzanti, does he?
Which one am I looking at? No, he does not.
His is just a pure defensive.
Yeah, he's got suppressor, sensor team, and Grand Moff Talk with a couple of comms boosters.
Yeah. Yeah, suppressor is really nice because you can pull a focus, evade, or blue target lock from a ship. So basically, he can use suppressor and Tarkin to get rid of 2 of those focus tokens. So he finds 2 ships that are gonna missile, and gets rid of their focus tokens, and that saves his life.
Absolutely.
But he's got to be close enough, and I think that suppressor title is
1 to 3, I think, isn't it?
Well, it says when you acquire a target lock. So
okay,
and because he's got the sensor team, which lets him target lock out to range 5.
5, yeah. So there you go. So and I think he's within range 5 of all of his small ships now. So
this would be one of those things where having a sensor team combined with a weapons engineer would be pretty busted.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, you can still only pull one. You can still only pull like 1 token off because you can't pull 2. You get 2 target locks, you only pull 1, but still, that's not bad. So it looks like that Hasan's got to focus on the damaged bomber first, and then with whatever's left over, try and kill another bomber. Because technically, his three defenders could focus on. Probably could focus on Vessery.
Jonas, you mean?
That's what I meant, Jonas, the other Vessery. But no, they could probably focus on Jonas. Just from the angle of things, because it looks like his bomber, his defender that's bumped, still has angle on the corner of Jonas. Then his unraging bomber, his unraging defender, could probably turn around and zippity doo dah onto Jonas, and then his 2 expertisers could probably focus on Jonas. I mean, what's your thought though? Do you try to put 3 more damage on the damaged bomber, or do you focus Jonas till he's dead? Because that removes so much reroll from the list.
If you have an opportunity to get 3 shots on the Jonas, actually 6 shots with with the
Yeah.
the tie D title.
Yeah.
I think you have to take that.
Yeah, I
just
think so,
because
too.
of the re-rolling is such a big part of Williams' list. So
Especially if you can at least get a stress token onto Jonas. So
Right.
Like if you can get the flechette to hit, then that means that he can't get rid of a stress next turn, and that means that he's going to lose his ability to fleet officer because he's got fleet officer right on his Jonas Williams
Yes.
Jonas. Yeah, so if he loses the fleet officer ability, that's going to once again make it so that they've got such a hard deal. Yeah, so now notice he's doing the range 5 target lock, trying to reach out, and he's going to target lock a dude and pop a focus token. Yep, there we go. There's the focus token from the suppressor title. And now, depending on, so that's the target lock. Now, once he goes into the action phase, of course, Tarkin kicks in.
correct.
And then, of course, because Williams Tarkin has initiative, Williams Tarkin would go first.
right.
So he's probably gonna focus back up the same dude, which
It looks like he actually just focused up the guy that glaive bumped.
interesting. Interesting. Maybe he wants to just put some damage on the Gonzanti. Because this could get interesting now that the Gonzantis are actually coming into their own. Now the Gonzantis turn into big ram boats.
Right. Which I think we might have next round because we got both. I think both of the squads are going to have to peel off now because if you try to do K turns, you both are going to run into the Gonzantis coming in behind you and running you over. So
It's going to be some beef. Some definite Sunday school action right there. Okay, so looks like he comms boosted that Jamoke. So we have what looks like a double-focused defender. Okay, we got dice. So it looks like 2 hits and a...
or a hit and 2 crits. It
Hit,
looked like.
hit and 2 crits, was it? Motherfucker. All right. So 1 and 2. It's been a while since we rolled dice, so I kind of forgot to look right. So what was he shooting at?
It had to be Vessery, and he was probably shooting at Jonas.
Oh, so he got the tractor beam onto,
Yeah.
onto Jonas. Got it. Nice. So he's pulling Jonas away from the pack. Well, that kind of screws up your thoughts for target lock and Jonas. But it also makes Jonas less useful to the pack.
Right. I said he might have taken him out of arc on a couple of his other defenders there. So
Yeah. But once again, though, he made it so that you... oh, wait, got 1 hit and 2 dice reroll. And expertise. So 2 hit crit. 2 hit crit. And now we got evade dice coming through.
I missed it.
And looks like the camera froze up. Want to go restart El Camarino? Oh, wait, there we go.
And
Wait,
we
got
got
a
a
crit?
crit.
Blinded pilot. Oh, blinded pilot. Oh, blinded pilot's a nuclear disaster. Oh, that might jam him up real bad.
Yeah.
That might have just saved
not
Hasan's life.
Not getting off a shot. That's definitely bad for a round. So
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Oh, that's so busted. Captain, yeah. Okay, we got Josh stepping away for a little bit, so now it's just LP and the Hizu. Okay, Hasan's rolling some dice. What do we got, my friend? And, of course, everything busted up. So, yeah, the camera's starting to choke up a little. I have no idea what he rolled. Let's see if I can figure it out. Well, we got some dice. I guess nothing hit. Wait, 1? 1 hit. 1 hit. Looks like a 2 focus there for his next roll. Oh, hit. Expertise to crit. We got expertise to hit, so we got 3 hits. And 1 evade. 3 hits, 1 evade. Nasty, nasty. And another bomber bites the dust. Let's see who gets pulled. Backdoor bomber gets taken off before he gets to shoot. That's going to really, really do a lot of saving there. So that gives Hasan another 25 to 27 points. So he's sitting at 75 to 81 points. Whatever. So next we've got 2 hits, expertised up to from focus to hits. 2 and 2, even. Flush rolls from the team. Now we're waiting for our next set of dice rolls. The damage rolls in hot and heavy. We have a crit and a blank and a focus result. So it looks like focus to a hit. So we got a hit crit versus 1 evade. So we've got 1 hit, 1 crit, 1 evade. So what's that crit, boys? Or up? Oh, maybe apparently that got flipped for some reason. Either way, so looks like maybe I misread those dice results. Oh my gosh. The tensosity. The vigor of throwing dice at each other with great abandon. So Hasan's now standing back and kind of observing his dice. He's picking them up and giving them a jiggle. Give us 2 seconds here. Okay, we had a minor technical difficulty, just making sure that the dice cam is still operating as intended. So as you can see, Hasan just took it right. Ooh, he just spent, it looks like he got at least 2 evades off of that. I guess he spent an evade token. So I guess that's 2 evades. I must have missed that. So I don't see any other dice coming off. Yep. So I don't see anybody else coming off, so apparently just some more damage laid down. So I don't think that Hasan's bombers have fired yet. We've got more fun with hamsters going on over here on our Fantastic Epic table. So right now, Williams just still got 1 defender down, and Hasan's killed 3 bombers. So that means he's killed
another bomber?
Yeah,
Nice.
he killed another bomber while you were away from the El Camarino. So he's got between, I think, 75 to 81 points. So as you can see here, he's saying, well, my bomber's about to double anal you. I'd like you to accept the power of potato. So William is measuring. He is shake-diddling things. He's attempting to determine the point at which the potato can indeed reach the squirrel. So as we're lining up for shots here, I almost feel like a golf announcer now. We're just rolling slowly but surely, inch by inch, step by step, millimeter by millimeter. I'm waiting to see what happens. Now we got dice. I see 1 hit, 1 crit, and a focus result. 1, and
looks like we chipped it and then focus
so we got
for
3
3
hit
hits and a crit.
3 and 1, and it looks like 2 evades. And so now we get to wait and see what happens there.
Direct hit.
Direct
Ouch.
hit. Ow-wee. Does that pop 1?
And then it's
That might burn 1 down. It's 2 hits down on a defender. Oh, it's got 1 life left. It's got 1 life to live.
oh man.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh wait, that was the Entertainment Tonight's theme. My God. So terrible. So we've got measurement out, trying to determine are we range 2, are we range 3? Gonna reset those dice results there. Rolling, feeling potatoes. Okay, so we got picking up some dice. Got dice out of the way. What are we gonna have here?
So it looks like they might have used was it concussion missiles that does the
Yeah. Well, he's got concussion missiles. Let you flip 1. And what we got? That's a hit. Yeah, with
3 hits and a crit again.
that was that was concussion missiles.
Was he just put another hit on one of his other?
That was 2 hits and an evade, I believe. Or 2 hits and 2 evades and a focus. That should be another defender, unless he's not targeting the same one. That's one defender
and
down.
That's gone.
So that's one of the expertise defenders, I believe. How many points are those?
Depending on if that was Jonah or Vessery, or if that was
the glaive.
The glaive, it was 40 or 41 points.
We'll call it full. Basically, that means he's got 77 to 78. This is such a close game. This is so good. In the dice box, buddy. In the dice box, for the love of God. In the dice box. There we go. 1 hit. 1 hit. That's some horse brutality. And what do we have here? Rerolled
for
4 hits.
That was guidance chips and something else.
There were some shenanigans there.
Yeah.
And I see 1 evade, maybe 2. Let's see how many damage rolls down. Looks like 2, maybe. Got those 2. So, stuff's still alive. Every ship is sacred, man. This is getting right down to it. This is turned into a heck of a game. I want to see what these like. I see a hit crit,
chips
and concussion probably.
Yeah.
Versus 2, so that's 3 hit crit. 1 versus 0. In essence, he got a focus. And 1. That's gonna kill a bomber, I bet. But they get to fire simultaneously, though. No, the bomber's alive. I missed the critical result, but that's okay. Unless it's blinded pilot, in which case it's really not okay.
I heard him say "thank God," so I don't know if
so
that
probably not a blinded pilot. Probably like you can't make a straight maneuver this turn or something.
What I'll do is I'll go over there and see what that was, and then I'll see if that was Vessery or if that was the glaive pilot that
Sounds
died.
good. Sounds good, Ben. You could also take a quick peek over and maybe get an idea on which ships are dead on his, so we can get an exact score. Okay, Josh is stealthing over to go check out the points totals to see who's doing what and how often. And a hush falls over the crowd as Josh lines up to take a quick peeky. Okay. Okay, we are still waiting to see what's happening next. I believe we're about to see some dice nanigans. And I see a hit. Ooh, that's nasty. 3 hit crit. Hey, what do you know? Versus, I think, a focus result. I think just versus a focus result. I can't see the other die. So it's, I guess, 0 evades, 1 focus. So once again, we got that same result. I guess focus result for 1. So that turns into 1 evade. Oh, console fire. And we're getting ready to see some other stuff here. Got a console fire just burned down on El Bombardino. So one of Hasan's missiles.
Okay, so that was Vessery that got
yeah.
that taken off.
So Vessery was dead?
Vessery is dead.
Okay, so that means it's probably closer to at least...
It was a 40 point.
Vessery's the 40?
Yes.
Okay.
And then his are just the regular gammas over there. I did check to see if it was the missiles, what missiles they had on them. So, and that is Jonas that got barrel rolled out of formation.
Yeah,
there,
we figured.
Did they not give us plates? Nice.
They didn't send plates. What kind of... That'd be awesome. So, did you ever just have a feeling where you're holding a piece of pizza going, I want to shove this in my mouth so fucking hard, but at the same time,
So we
you're also going to be covered in grease and
hit
filth?
crit.
Nice,
3
3-hit
hits in the
crit.
And 2 evades.
Another 3-hit crit. Look at them missiles. Another 2 evades.
2 evades.
Let's see what El Cretino is. Bring in the Crepitino.
I think it was.
I think the Bombardino.
Yeah, it was super dead. So.
We have Bombardino de Crepitino. Bruya. Okay, so we have hated all over another ship. So he's down to how many bombers? I see, 1, 2, 3 bombers in Jonas.
I believe so, yes.
So 3 bombers in Jonas versus...
and
looks like
a Gonzanti also.
Looks like a bomber came off for Hasan. How many points are Hasan's bombers?
Hasan's bombers are 27.
Okay, so same thing. So we got another 27. That takes him to 105. There, and then he killed another bomber. That's another 27 there. So that's 102. To 108. Thanks. Oh, that's a big score. That did not happen. Okay, so they're statistically tied right now. I mean, there's such narrow points separating them. I am wondering if Williams shooting Gonzanti might make a difference here.
It very well could. It very well could.
Because I mean, theoretically, the only way that it doesn't make a difference is if Hasan manages to just get his Gonzanti right up and nose to nose him, to where they just basically kill each other slowly.
Right. Now, this is a question.
Yes.
Now, do you forego going after his bombers and go after his Gonzanti now that everything's getting ready to go past you?
It's a tough question, man. Because his Gonzanti is a big chunk of points. But you also run the risk of... you run the great risk of getting mowed over by the Gonzanti. You have to peel off and lose a turn of shooting in order to line up the K turn next turn. And that's some pretty brutal stuff.
Yeah, you risk with this one here. You risk either if you're trying to either skirt by him on the left-hand side there, you take the risk on him turning into you and running you over. Or if you try to just go one forward, he might go just straight and run you over. So
like the bombers, like
the bombers, I think are okay.
Bombers have any missiles left? Or are they all out of missiles?
I did not see. I did not look at that.
If he's fired if he's fired 2 rounds of missiles, then they should theoretically be all out right now because he doesn't have any backup weapons, right?
Correct.
Just homing missiles or concussion missiles?
I think they're all homing missiles. Yeah, they're all homing missiles.
Yeah, to save the focus token for dice modification. Yep. Yeah, see, I think Hasan's bombers are down to just their primary weapons, and I think maybe his bombers are down to just primary weapons because I think they've fired all of their missiles at each other.
It looks
so now it's just dogfight time.
Right.
So, do you K turn? Do you K turn your bombers? So if you're Hasan, do you K turn your bombers now? Use the comms booster from the big ship to remove stress, turn into focus, and then now you've got them lined up.
It's very possible because your K turns you're not going to get ran over by his Gonzanti with that. So
I mean, he'd have to forward, and that'd be a really aggressive move,
right?
Because it'll take him a real long time to recover from that. Because if he 4 forwards, that puts him right about where that dial is,
Right.
And it's going to be. It would be
It'll
real
be,
close for the lead bomber,
right?
Because bombers only have a 5K, right? They don't have like a 3K as well.
Correct.
Yeah. So if you're 5K and right in, that's going to be kind of goofy. David Carver coming through with plates, but yeah, this is so tricky, man. Because see, here's Hasan's problem. He can't K-turn with those. With
his defenders.
Defenders, he cannot do it.
No.
So he's going to have to peel. So he's going to have to probably.
He's not going to have anything in arc on this round.
Yeah,
it's going to be bad for him.
Yeah, so he's going to have. I mean, if I'm Hasan, and of course I'm not, because he's far too handsome to be me. So
he's got way too much hair.
Yeah, I mean, I am not nearly handsome enough to be Hasan, and he's got far more hair than I do. The man's got a luxurious head of hair. I have not a lot of hair. So I feel like he's going to end up 3 harden. 3 hard to set up the K-turn next turn.
Yes, I would think probably that, or
because plus that clears the rock. You're going to eat a spoonful of. I mean, you probably take the evade token in this case because you're not going to have shots. I mean, because that lead. Yeah, I think
they don't have evade tokens.
Yeah, I think that. Oh shit, you're right. Yeah, they don't have evade. The only way you can get him is juke. Yep. So I guess you focus and pray, or barrel roll to try and line things up next turn. I think you got to focus, right?
You have to.
Yeah. So here's my thoughts as to possible moves. Because Hasan's down to what? 2 defenders. He's down to 2 bombers. His bombers have no missiles. His defenders have just determination left on them, grit and soul, potatoes. So he's got 4 ships in the Godango, whereas William is down to, I think, 3 bombers and Vessery. So Vessery's ability is worthless now. Not Vessery, damn it. I mean Jonas. Yeah. But Jonas's ability is worthless now because all the secondary weapons are gone.
Right.
Because isn't Jonas just secondary weapons?
I thought it was for any, but it might be secondary only.
Once again, we're terrible co-hosts here.
I know, this is horrible. And plus, it's Imperial, and I never fly Imperials, so.
When another friendly ship at range 1 attacks with a secondary weapon.
Yep.
Yeah, so secondary weapon.
Yep.
Jonas is now just a bomber. He's just a 2-shot dude who has.
But his ability now
tokens.
works on the Gonzanti.
Yes, you're right. Good point. So now we just have to see where things go. It's still statistically tied. I mean, the 2 of them have very similar scores to each other. They're within just a few points. And don't forget, though, this being the OutRyder Cup, that if there's not a clearly established victor in the game, then that goes to a skin, which means that next game is worth all of these points.
Yeah, we have the modified rule in play, so if you don't win by 12 points, it's a skin.
Yeah, and what we mean by skin is that, the OutRyder Cup is actually based on the terms of the Ryder Cup, OutRyder versus Ryder. We thought we were being funny. But so the OutRyder Cup is based on those Ryder Cup rules, which means that, if you don't have a clear victor on a hole, then that means the next hole is worth extra points for a particular team. And that's exactly what we're doing with here. So if they don't establish a clear victor sometime in the next 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 45 seconds, then there's obviously going to be some drama going on. Absolutely. And actually, if you look up there, if we look at the main clock, the official clock time, because our clock apparently is off a little bit, the official clock time is 1 hour, 26 minutes, and how many seconds? 38 seconds now. So it's time's a little off, but who gives a crap? So that means things are going to end 4 minutes faster. I'm all over things ending 4 minutes faster, my friends.
Story of my life, man.
Absolutely. If I had $1 for every time things ended 4 minutes faster, I'd probably have a lot of dollars. Okay, so the bombers are saying, evade, evade, evade. Now, so the bombers are bailing, and I'm assuming Hasan's defenders are going to do the same thing. They're all just trying to avoid getting run over by the big ships.
Now, this is where you wish your bombers had bombs.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. Oh, look at that. Trying for the block arena. Looks like he might be trying to sack a bomber to drag something of Hasan's down with him. Trying to block the too soft, maybe.
Things are just flying everywhere now.
Yeah, we've gotten to the goat fuck stage where it doesn't really matter what you were doing before. Now that the actual scrum has begun, there's no way to predict how things are truly going to work. So we've got Jonas sweeping in from the side. He's not going to be lending his ability to the Gonzanti. This is where Hasan wished that he had gone too soft left. Although, honestly, these things swing so wide anyway.
Right.
He wouldn't be able to hit them. But he'd be set up pretty well for the hate that's about to happen later. Jonas is barrel rolling. He's trying. I think he's just trying to block Hasan's ships in. Maybe he's predicting that Hasan's going to take a left turn, like a hard 2 or hard 3, with one of those defenders.
I think there's your K turn with
yeah. See, right? Yep. So K turn the bombers, and get a stress token, and then if he's following that method, then I really anticipate that.
3 hard.
Really? Well, ain't that a barrel of monkeys?
I think he was concerned about getting ran over by that Gonzanti also, and he had to try to do something different.
Maybe, yeah. See, because it was literally right at the edge. A 5K for him was right at the edge of where a 4 straight would be for Williams Gonzanti. At least if I'm reading it right. So in order to properly get some deal going, then whoa, what?
Oh, he's just
marking
okay. I
it,
thought he
okay.
was barrel rolling. I was
what
like,
the
wow,
hell
he
is
made
going
that.
on here? That ain't right. Oh, this is a dangerous one. But you see, he's setting up for the K turn though.
Yeah.
At least it's what
So
I think he's doing.
He's gonna go there. Probably barrel roll to the right.
Yeah,
so
I think he's gonna have to, so he doesn't get run over. Because I tell you, man, if I was William, I'd be going 4 straight with that thing, just as fast as that thing can go. Can it go?
Balls to the wall. So yeah, it has a 4 straight.
Yeah, just trying to go. Pardon me, while oh, he did not barrel. The fuck? Oh, that's cruising, man. That thing is begging for a. It might just be barely outside. It's either right at the edge of a 4 straight or barely outside of a 4 straight. So Hasan's either a genius or has made a tactical boo-boo. Wait, that's on a rock? No, because it was weird the way that the things are looking. Oh, this is tough, man. This is tough. I'm excited. He's fondling his stress token and is moving on to see where he's going next. I think we've moved past the Plotterino stage. He's trying to figure out... Is he legitimately trying to figure out if he's going to target lock or not? That's an intriguing prospect, I can't lie.
Yeah.
Well, he's still got another defender to move, too. So the defenders, if I'm reading this right, are going to split left and right, and then K turn back in, and then effectively be behind, and they can start hammering the hell out of that Gadurngi.
Right. That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, it's immune to stress, but if is one of his expertise.
Let's say with the flechette cannon, that'll put some ions on, right?
No, the ion can't. No, see his living glaive can do the ion because he's got an expertise with ion, and that pulls energy off.
Right, that pulls the ion.
And that could deal some. It'll deal 1. It's 1 damage plus an energy plus another potentially 3 damage. So I can really start to lay the hurt onto that Gazerngi. That thing is worth some serious points. Like, what is it? It's pushing. It's not pushing a hundo, but it's not far off from it.
It's actually only 67 points.
Wow. That thing's priced like a really expensive rack, you know?
Right.
And Rear Admiral Cherno would be really hard pressed to do anything, do the same kind of things that this Gonzanti's doing.
Exactly.
Although Rear Admiral Cherno would just kind of walk right up and just give you a great big old fist of enjoyment. Yep. So pretty much what we predicted. The defenders split, and the 1 bomber Ks, and here's his 4.
There's his 4.
Oh, so close, so close. Did he get it? Did he get it? No.
Doesn't look like it.
Since the champ.
Ooh, that was so close.
He are the champions, my friends. So, where does Hasan's Gonzanti go? Do you think he goes straight to comms booster off the stress token, and to give maybe a focus token to one of the either the bomber or defender, or does he?
I can see him probably banking to the left there.
He's going to bank left and try and
that way he doesn't run into any like the other Gonzanti, because that would be horrible.
No, running into the other Gonzanti is what keeps Hasan's Gonzanti alive. Because if they're bumped on each other, like especially if they're bumped straight on, that means that his Gonzanti doesn't deal 3 damage a turn to Hasan's, and in exchange, they just basically trade off 1 damage for the rest of the game.
Gotcha.
Because once you're shoved in, you're done. Nope, he went for.
It looks like 4 straight.
Nice. Yeah, so we've got a comms booster, I'm sure, on the bomber, and then what do? Do you grab one of your other remaining bombers and give him a focus token? Do you give? So now he's doing the Tarkin deal, I guess.
Yep.
No, it's not Tarkin yet because we're still in the energy phase.
Oh yeah.
Does the Gonzanti have Jim?
No.
Okay.
So Williams has the sensor team comms booster.
I was just trying to figure out like what actions a Gazongo has. Because it's got reinforce, it's got coordinate, it's got target lock. It's got the rejuvenate, whatever that one is, the ones that gives you back shields.
And target lock.
And just target lock. So it's only got the 4 actions.
Yep.
And double comms booster. Ooh, check it out. He's checking out measurement to see if he can focus up that guy. So he's trying to apparently protect that dude from the triple laser, the dual laser turret. I got to tell you, man, this is interesting because looking at the way things are now, next turn, do you take the expertise ion cannon defender, the one on the left? Do you K-turn him or do you 3-hard him?
So we're saying a 5K, right?
4K. So no, I mean, because it's a 4K.
That's a 4K. That's right.
Yeah,
the white 4K. Yep.
But do you take that dude? Do you 4K him or do you 3-hard him? If you 3-hard him, he's going to swing around. He's probably going to have some shots.
Well,
you can't see.
Is that a rock right there, right next to him?
That is a rock that's probably at the. If he 1-hards, he's going to be in rock danger next turn. But he's got a lot of room. 3-hard puts him on the other side of the rock easy.
Okay. See, I would say probably 3-hard because you figure those 2 bombers Williams are going to probably K-turn and be right in front of him then. So we got dice rolled.
Did you see the dice? I didn't catch him. Crit?
I didn't see what that crit was, but that was on Hasan too. So
yeah, so I got a. There's another focus. So that one missed. So Hasan got critted. We got another dice roll coming in. That was a focus and a 0.
What was that crit?
Okay, so we got 2 hits and 2 focuses. Who's got 4 dice?
Loose
stabilizer.
stabilizer. Okay.
4 hits. Something got blown up. Loose stabilizer. Got it. Wow. So, what got 4 hits? Did somebody have a missile left I didn't know about?
It had to be one Williams.
Yeah. Wow. So for those keeping track at home, that would be Williams pops in a 4 hit. That apparently must have gone on the Gonzanti because I didn't see any evade dice rolled.
William did, but we didn't see Hasan roll anything, so.
It's kind of fun, isn't it, Josh? Sitting here chatting about X-Wing and occasionally talking about decent food.
Showing the world how inept we really are.
Which is the story of my life. Okay, so he picked up his dice.
He took the shot at the Gonzanti, so.
Yeah.
Hitting a crit. No evades. Crit is look like maybe blinded pilot again.
Wow.
Shaken pilot.
Shaken pilot, nasty. Shaken pilots, you can't be assigning street maneuvers in the maneuver phase, right?
I believe so,
looks like at least 1 crit versus double blank.
Oh, looks like evades everywhere.
Evades everywhere. Evades for days. Now we're just waiting to see how the rest of these dice rolls pan out. Down to about an hour and 13 minutes officially, even though, so again, we're right about 4.5 minutes off the standard time right now. Oh, are we back to dials?
Back to dials.
So no comms booster. I'm really rather amazed. No comms booster on that bomber.
Well, I don't think he had a shot on anything.
Didn't matter. Gets rid of the stress so he could K-turn again if he needed to.
Oh, yeah.
And it puts a focus token on him in case he's about to take 3 shots from a dual laser turret. But then again, I mean, that's just how I would play. And you'll notice I'm running commentary and not actually playing today because I'm not good enough. So we have ourselves a fantastic adventure occurring.
This could be very interesting. We might have some Gonzantis running into one another on this turn. So
I'm hoping for it. Okay, so red defender is going to be turning around and K-turning. I mean, just that's a pretty standard thought.
Yes.
So that defender's going to start shooting the hell out of the Gonzanti, I would assume. Gray defender could 3 hard.
Could 3 hard.
Could 4K. Hasan's got a bomber facing towards the left because he's down to 2 bombers, 2 defenders. So that bomber I could see K-turning because it's not stressed. And Hasan's lead bomber. See, this is another reason that not having the stress gone could be a problem. Because if he wants to clear stress, he's got to make a 2. And that Gonzanti is just going to run that bomber right over.
Absolutely.
So that means he runs around with no stress. Or he's going to run with stress because he's going to go, 4 straight to try and clear that Gonzanti. At least that's what those are the options I see. Oh, decisions. Did any ships come off that turn? I don't think they did.
I don't believe so.
Okay,
so here's the K turns with the.
Yeah, K turn with that bomber like we expected. Like I expect. I didn't say anything about it though.
Yeah.
It just seems like the logical step.
And that's where your 3 hard from
Yeah.
that defender would be perfect. So.
Yeah. If he 3 hards, then he's going to wreck a fool. Because that could give him probably 2 solid uninterrupted turns of shooting at bombers. Because that can't shoot back at him because they're already stressed, can't turn around. So I think that's Jonas.
So it looks like both of those bombers did K turns right there.
They did, yeah.
Yep. And then he did a 3 hard, and now he's barrel rolling.
Yeah. Real close to that rock. Now here's his other bomber. Okay, so he has K-turned that bomber.
I think he 3-harded him in front of the Gonzanti, which means he's going to do a right turn with his Gonzanti.
Yeah, because he's really hoping for the. Well, he's got to be careful because he could still run over his own bomber. And their scores are enough that if William cuts over his bomber and Hasan's bomber, the scores in essence stay the same.
Yeah.
So apparently that was another bomber. So there's the 4. He's got 5. Yeah, 4 bombers and Vessery left.
Okay, that was Hasan's
or Jonas. Damn it.
forever.
Oh, was that Hasan's? Yeah, that's Hasan's 5K. Yeah, like we were thinking. And so yeah, look, see, Bank, he went for the 2.
All right.
So basically, it looks like that William either he's sacking his bomber in order to kill Hasan's, which I don't know that I agree with.
No.
Or he's going to hit his own bomber. You know?
I don't think. I think he'll miss his own bomber there. I think he's going to do the 1 or 2 turn to the right.
Yeah.
And I think he'll slide in right behind that.
Yeah, because he's not going to be able to swing the tail around enough to get the defender.
No, not at all.
So it looks like target lock, I guess. Wait, does he have rage? Is that the guy with rage? No, both the rage guys are dead, right?
I believe so, and they're on the defenders. So
yeah, I think both the rage defenders are dead.
That had to be
one of the expertise guys. But I mean,
Yeah.
I think he put down stress tokens. It's just I can't quite tell what he's got. 'Cause he's got multiple tokens out there. There's C. Oh, he went K turn. I missed it when he did it, but he did the K, not the hard.
with his defender. It's white anyway. So
No, but my point though is that I was trying to figure out the tokens he put down. But so as we can see, just like we talked about, turns around, does the double K. So even though it might have been a better idea to actually 3 hard in, anticipating the K turns from the bombers, he did the double K. So that therefore the Gonzanti's going to slide right in and take it from 2 defenders at the same time.
Gotcha.
Which is going to put some legitimate amount of it's going to put some legitimate hurt on that Gonzanti. Because he could potentially take 1, 2. I mean, if everything lands, and depending on what action he takes, if everything lands, then he could end up taking upwards of 8 damage and a shield. Sorry, 8 damage and an energy loss from the ion cannon. But if he takes the reinforce, so if he reinforces one of his sections, he can protect himself from 1 ion cannon damage or the 1 flechette cannon damage. As I bet the other one. Oh, looky there!
Looks like he only went 1 straight.
Wow. I gotta say, I really didn't legit know where that dude was gonna end up. I did not know. There were so many options. I mean, I still wish he'd have gone balls deep and just like made like a 1 soft in and kind of went whoop and just lined himself up.
He had the potential hitting 2 of his own his own bombers though. He's got that 1 right there in front of him to the right, and then 1 straight in front of him.
Yeah.
So that would have been a very bad move for him.
But if he but here's the thing though: if he 5Ks with that bomber in front of the Gonzanti, then he's not going to be able to soft turn at all with his Gonzanti because he's going to whale tail that thing right off the board.
We had a 2-turn.
Whereas Hasan goes me bibbity bobbity and just proceeds to roll in the hate train. God, this is where you wish you had 6 points left for that dual laser cannon. My God. I mean, what would you give up for the 6 points, though? I mean, Hasan's list is tooled pretty hard.
I don't know. I mean, everything looks pretty good on paper. I mean, his bombers are, I think, set up perfect.
Yeah, the 27-point bomber is about perfect.
So, I mean, and then
I don't know that there's 6 points you could give up unless you go into some of the glaives. Like you strip off expertise. You turn expertise on all of them into rage.
Right.
That gives you the 6 points you need for the dual laser. Because it is 6, right? Is it 6 or 8? It's on Chuck Williams' list.
It's 5.
It's 5. Shit. Yeah, damn. I'd do that.
Yeah.
Oh, decisions. Will things blow up? Will they die? Will the Empire finally succeed? Oh, spoiler alert, the Empire's going to win this game.
It will in this round.
For a couple of dumb rebel players like us, this is like, well, let's watch them jerk off into the void here. This is kind of great. And I'm pretty sure I pointed this out way back at the beginning, but I mean, let's face it, I talk for 2 hours and I forget what I say. Those mats are pretty freaking sharp.
Oh,
dude.
they're beautiful.
I love them. They're so nice. Man, I'm starting to get that whiskey voice, and I'm already only 2 hours in.
Stop smoking them cigarettes.
Oh, if only I smoked, it'd be great.
I got that whole nasal thing going on. I've had a head cold for like a week and a half now. So,
well, welcome to Central Ohio, where literally you spend all of your time sick.
Right.
It's like it's going to happen all the time, every time. It's just like voting early and often, man.
That lovely Ohio weather. It's 70 degrees one day, 40 the next.
-7 the week after.
Right.
Hey, it sounds like people are already starting to finish up their epic games around. I think we chose wisely in this game.
Absolutely.
Because we're going to get to see right to the very bitter end, I believe. Got some dice rolls. Got a hit and a crit. And we have no evades. So a hit crit versus no evades. I think it's going to be Bombadino taking crit arena. Where's the crit? The crit didn't show. So that's one focus, getting re-rolled. That's oh, nice. 2 hit crit. Versus...
At least 1 evade I seen.
Oh, yeah, I say 1 evade, yeah. I think there was a focus in there. Direct hit. Bomber's gone. Ooh, that's another 27 points or so. So we've got, so it looks like Hasan's finally taken a definitive lead. 129 to 135, so somewhere in there. So we got 129 to 135. That's Hasan's gotten to Williams 105. I see 2 hits.
Two hits. We got a
And
reroll. So 3 hits.
Nice, 3 hits. Good old focus tokens. 2 blanks.
Blanked out.
Blankerino, Cripperino. Is it another bombastic, Mr. Fantastic? It's starting to see some damage flying around. Oh, this is tough. I see another, it's a hit crit and focus tocus. Is that focus getting re-rolled? Looks like.
Re-rolled to a crit.
Hit 2 crit versus
1 evade.
That might just be, one of those could be the secondary weapons.
Here comes our 2
Canonino.
crits. Console fire and loose stabilizer.
Wow. That's gnarly, dude. I think it's 1 hit. 1 hit. 2 hits.
1 hit and a crit.
Is that a hit and a crit? Gotcha.
Yep.
So we got 1 hit.
And 2 evades.
1 hit.
Or
1
actually,
crit.
it looked like it was an
I think it was
evade
one
and
evade
2
focus, right?
Yeah, evade and 2 foci. And he changed
Focus
it.
and
So,
muckus.
yeah.
Did he change him over?
Yeah, he changed him over.
Okay, so turn that into 3 dodges. Got rid of him. Oh, this bomb is it's getting hot and deep in here, dude. Checking range.
Range 1.
Yep. That's 4 hits. What the fuck is firing? It's not the dual laser turret, is it? 'Cause it only got damage of 3. Wait. What's going on? 4 damage. Yeah, he dealt it to the Badungi. So the dual laser turret, I think, is only.
Does it have a 3? And if it's in range 1,
It's a secondary weapon.
oh yeah.
So it's nothing, I guess. Yeah, see, dual laser turret is it's a turret attack 3 1 to 3. That was weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And of course, you don't want to interrupt and ask because that's being shitty. We can definitely note it down. It occurred somewhere around the 104 section. That's 3 hits, I guess. 3
A hit,
2 hit
2
crit.
hit, a crit. Yep. One evade.
Blanket evade. So hit crit on something. Has anything disappeared yet? I should have missed it. Whatever it was, we'll see.
Yeah, erased that one. He just erased another one.
Another one's gone.
Yep.
Must be Directo Hito. That's another 27 points. So he's up to we're now 156. Somewhere between 156 and 27 and 165, 161. Not 1161 because that's a little weird. Yeah, so Hasan's starting to pull away with it. The question is, can he maintain this level of dissectic victory? It's a tough one, man. It's a real tough one. It might come down to the Gonzantis just kind of humping each other until the end of the game. Because for real, that's what I would do if I was Hasan's
I
Gonzanti.
think that Hasan, when he turned his on that last round, I think he was trying to get away from him being ran. So
You think so? Yeah.
I'm willing to bet he'll do like a 4 straight next turn, so he can get past his Gonzanti.
2 hits. So 2 hits for William. Any evades for Hasan? 1, 2, I guess. Look like 2. See any more evades? No, it's I guess only 1 evade. Oh, there's a defender off. So that's probably a 40-point defender.
41-point defender.
41-point defender. Got it. So we're sitting at about, wow, look at that. You see, Hasan's got to take off 2 ships for every one of his that die.
Right.
So right now, I mean, if it's at the low end, it's still a tie.
Right.
Or at least by very loose points keeping right now. Such a terribly close game. This is great. So Hasan's down to what? 1 defender, I guess. 1 bomber. 1 defender, 2 bombers, or 1 defender, 1 bomber. I guess 1 defender, 2 bombers. Because off to the left-hand side we've got Hasan's. Yeah, and also the one facing in. So the one that's facing in towards the 2 Gonzantis is Hasan's bomber that 5K'd. Remember, he was the one that harded in last turn.
Right. Yeah. That's his.
Those 2. And then, so he's got a bomber, he's got 2 defenders and a bomber. 2 bombers and a defender versus Jonas and a bomber and a Gonzanti with a turret. That's some tight packing, man. Yeah, so it's gonna be a toughie. Again, this is gonna be where you're gonna say, shit, if only I had 6 points or 5 points for that turret.
Right. And we got 55 minutes left.
This is getting real good, dude. Yes, we chose a grade A winner here. This does not suck, as the French would say.
Very close.
Yeah, we're sitting on. We figured that. Let's just get this points to update right. Basically. Yeah, but basically it's looking like that Hasan, we believe, has between 156 and 161 points. And we believe that William has about 146 points.
So it's pretty dang close.
Oh, it's almost statistically a tie. But no, it's been a fantastic close game so far. Where are they going next? So you figure that Hasan's gonna probably 3 or 4 straight, just try and do a little drive-by. But he's also got to be real careful about where he puts his own bomber. It's like, what is his own bomber gonna do? Is he gonna too hard to avoid getting run over by his ship?
Yeah, I would think he's probably going to have to turn right there to get out of his own way. Probably try and do a little blocking maneuver onto the bombers that are going to be sweeping up from the bottom there.
Yeah, maybe. So if you're Jonas and the remaining bomber, you're mostly shot to hell. Do you? Oh, there's another bomber in there. We missed it. So he's got 3 bombers. Yeah, so basically he's got 2 bombers in Jonas versus defender 2 bombers and an offensive Gonzanti as opposed to Hasan's defensive Gonzanti.
Yeah, for some reason I was thinking he had those 2 down there in the bottom and then Jonas, but I couldn't see Jonas anywhere.
Yeah, Jonas is actually down here at the bottom.
No, I think Jonas is that one there.
You think so? Wow.
Well, actually, no. Jonas would have to be down there at the bottom because he would have to move last.
Yeah, because he turned up like crazy.
Yeah.
Oof, this is such a decision because so you got the 2 bombers look like they're slow playing back into the game so that they can just start picking at the Gonzanti.
Actually, I think Jonas is dead. I think this one here. That one was Jonas up there. So
I don't think so.
Because he just moved all 3 of his bombers, and now Hasan's moving his bombers.
But Jonas is what, PS6, right?
He is 6.
But he's +1. Oh, he's adaptability.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think Jonas is dead.
maybe, or Jonas could be at PS5, because if he adaptability'd, then Jonas is at PS5. That means he moves it with all the rest of the GSVs.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's Jonas in there. Yeah. Hey, David. Could you run over there real quick and let us know whether Jonas is alive or dead? I mean, Jonas is worthless.
Right.
But at the same time, he's still 2 more dice.
The fleet officer, though, I mean, he's
the fleet
passing
officer's
out.
still good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jonas is dead.
Good call.
Yep.
Good call. So Jonas was how many points? He was only 25.
Yeah, he was only 25.
Yeah, so that's why we've got some variance built in. We're not 100% sure exactly what's alive and what's dead, like as far as specific ships are worth. I'm sure that other professional groups would be totally on the ball about this and have the list loaded in and would be checking things off as they go through. Me, I am not professional.
It looks like Hasan just did a 1 bank with his
bomber.
With his defender there on the left, and then barrel rolled over to try and get in behind those 2 other bombers.
Yeah, this is one of those real nasty sort of Like, it's a Sophie's choice. It's like, do you go after the Gaderngi or do you go after these bombers? I mean, if the bombers are wounded, then the bombers are the better choice. And just to check, it looks like that he went too hard with his bomber, if I read that right. And put a stress token on
got
it.
a stress token, yep. So then he's probably going to do the suppressor, or not suppressor, but he's going to do the take the stress away with his comms, booster,
yeah.
and then give him a focus as well.
Yeah. Revealing maneuvers. So what's he doing? Just a 1 straight or 2 straight, maybe? Yeah, 10-minute slow drive-by. Yeah, it looks like a 1 straight.
Look like a 1 straight, yep.
Okay, what's coming up next? Wow, I love the fact we've got 50 minutes left. The game is coming right down to the wire. These guys are basically just beating the ever-loving hell out of each other, and they're almost equivalent in points. I think we chose a hell of a game there, Josh.
Absolutely.
I'm sure the other games are fantastic because, I mean, let's face it, it's the motherfucking OutRyder Cup. I mean, there's going to be good games going on here.
Yeah, I'm looking around the room. There's still
a lot of games.
Quite a few games going on.
I've only heard like maybe a couple of games that are done. Oh, the tenseness. Looks like dice, maybe? No, just focus, just tokens.
And here comes dice.
I see hit crit, 2 hit crit.
Yeah, 2 hit crit.
What about those green dice? Any green dice coming in? Oh, another bomber went. That's 3 hits versus 2 evades. Yeah, I think we popped another bomber. The bomber in the back.
Yeah, the bomber in the back blew up.
It's a hit and 1 hit and a blank. I'm not sure what else is coming in here. Versus, I think 1. Yeah, it looked like it was an even dodge.
Yeah.
So that's another 25. It's so 170, 181. To probably
kind of a glare on there. I can't see that.
127.
Looks like maybe a hit and an eyeball.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like maybe focused up for no damage.
Yeah. Oh, it's at least 2 hits. Two hits versus an evade. Lots of calculation, lots of cards coming out. Checking out those cards. Oh my gosh, it looks like it's basically down to just whatever one of those bombers just might have 1 hit left. I think we're dials.
I was going to say, yeah, we'll go back to dials.
Well, so Hasan took another 1 ship lead.
Hasan needs to get some more ships off the board because if it comes down to Gonzanti versus Gonzanti, he can't do any damage. So
yeah. So basically, then it's just got to play keep away and try and stay on the board for the last little bit of time. But honestly, if those Gonzantis get outside of range 3 from each other, they're never going to catch each other again.
No.
Because they turn like beached whales. So like I said, it looks like Hasan may have taken another 1 ship lead. So it looks like 2 bombers versus 2 bombers and a defender. Gonzanti's notwithstanding.
Right.
So I think if you're the bomber that's right next to Hasan's Gonzanti, K-turn. Pretty straightforward.
Yes.
Then I think you one soft with the defender. Come around the rock slowly.
Yeah, I'd have to say that because you figure that Williams' bomber is going to go forward probably at least 2.
I mean, but then because but he could be trying to take a chance and K-turning himself just to try and go out with a bang, you know. But he didn't. He went one straight. Wow, I don't agree with that one straight at all.
I think he's just going to try and put hits onto that Gonzanti right there.
Yeah, before he dies, hopefully.
Yep.
But I think you won straight with, or you 4K with the bomber, or 5K. I mean.
Yeah, he's 5K'ing with that one.
Yeah, pretty straightforward, like we thought. Then you won soft with that defender. What's he got? Yep. See, look at that. It's like we play this man. It's like that is a beat the shit out of bomber right there.
Now, do we barrel roll back so we have a better angle on the next turn?
That's a tough one. That's a legit tough one. I think I'd rather go for the kill.
Target locked.
Yeah, get the target lock. Here we come. Here comes the hate. Beep beep. Yeah.
Turning in.
Oh. I see that Hasan's bomber got the hell out of Dodge.
Yep.
So it looks like he K-turned out.
Yeah,
he did. Yeah, so we had some minor kind of video glitches, which is why we missed some of the moves there.
I think he's trying to coordinate.
He's trying to target. I bet he's trying to target. Well, actually, it's not the combat phase yet. Yeah, so maybe he's trying
to target lock or he's trying to coordinate. One of the two.
Except, well, he's not trying to coordinate because coordinate
that's
would be
going on. Yeah.
I guess he's trying to target lock. Maybe. Does he have suppressor title as well?
He does not.
What titles does he have?
He has no title.
Oh wow, flying loose and fancy free.
Yep.
Can Tarkin pull a target lock?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
I believe he can pull a target lock, focus, or an evade.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, so for those of you who are maybe listening at home and watching this and going, why does the feed suddenly go really, really quiet? That's because when I cough, I mute the entire feed. Because if I just mute my own microphone, it's going to come through Josh's mic, and it's going to sound like some assholes coughing right into somebody else's mic. So I'm trying to protect everybody from that. But occasionally it sounds like that we're muting some things or maybe bleeping out curse words. And no, we don't fucking bleep curse words. We don't have to worry about that.
And we're saving your speakers on your computers.
Absolutely. And your earphones, your precious, precious earbuds. Earbud. Oh. Okay. So it's 2 bombers versus 2 bombers defender. If they blow up that bomber, it looks like a hit, by the way. Got 1 hit rolled. Not sure who's shooting what, but he has rolled 1 hit.
I think that's going to be the defender. He's trying to determine if he wants to spend the target lock, I think.
Yeah, I think he's going to.
Going to re-roll out for the target lock. There, that's a good one. That's
hits.
3 hits. Focus.
Expertise for 2-hit crit versus 1 evade.
Erase that bomber.
That's gone, right?
Yep.
And there is the last. That's one of the last bombers. So now we're getting into the we're getting into Boshutsis here. So Hasan's 1 bomber has some shots at. He rolled a hit crit on that Gonzanti. No shit. Versus 1 evade for range and got nothing. Wow. Hit crit Bombardino.
That was one pissed off Gamma Squadron veteran.
He's raging, motherfucker. See, the defender did the pure erasure on that bomber. So now this one is firing 3 dice. You only rolled 1 crit. Versus 1 evade. 1 crit versus 1 evade. So those 2 reset off of each other. Good golly. What kind of stuff do we have flying in here? Depending on how this goes, man, I think that Hasan theoretically want people to pull this out. It's going to be.
I think it's looking good on Hasan's part. Yes.
Yeah, he's got a long way to go, though. I mean, there's about 40 minutes left. What do we have time-wise?
41 minutes.
40 minutes and 0 seconds. Now we're down to 39 minutes.
39 minutes.
Yeah, again, that clock's about 4 minutes 45 fast. Or slow, you know what I mean.
It's one of those.
Oh, wow, what a game. So what do we got left? We've got, so basically Hasan's built in, he could basically just, ones and ones. So he one straights with the bombers, or one straight with with the bomber on the right, one soft with the bomber on the left, and then one soft with the defender, and just pour fire into that Gonzanti.
Yeah.
And then
so we got this one bomber down here on the bottom.
Yeah. What? Shit, really? My bad. Well, I got officially shushed by the audience here. Little did I know that.
As your voice must carry.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Apparently, I talk too loud. Let's see here. So now I actually have to run like a freaking golf announcer. What the hell, dude?
I sound like one anyway, but.
So now a hush falls over the crowd as the bombers line up and set everything up to pieces. Okay, he's looking at things, and they're all going, well, now that thanks to Parker and his deft analysis of our game, I guess we know what we're fucking doing. Oh, I feel like a douche. My bad. I'm going to have to go and beg forgiveness from those guys. See, we'd originally set up so that...
I wanted it over there in that corner.
See, originally we had set up over here because we thought that's going to be nice and easy and separated out from... And then we're not going to be able to hear them. Shit if I knew that they were going to have to be able to hear me.
Maybe we should be facing the other direction so we're talking away from them.
Might not be such a bad idea. Ah, well, what do you do? Let's see. So the maneuvers begin. Yep, exactly like what we thought. Although he's going with soft. I see it. I mean, I can see it. And wait a minute. His bomber went wide. So Hasan's bomber went 3 hard to the right?
Looks like it.
What? So he's setting up for a 3 hard around the corner, maybe? Maybe he's going to 3 hard one turn, then K turn the next turn, and just come in from an angle. I mean, the problem is that we're talking about a turreted ship. So
right.
it's 3 dice against 2.
I know he's probably afraid of getting ran over if he went in front of it.
Because one ship makes a difference in this game.
Absolutely.
So he's going to have to slow play it. Oh, he went too soft. I see. He wants to see what happens. What happens if that Gozango?
It's weighted, but if you guys wanted to give a current update on the MOB.
Oh, sure. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, this is excellent. And let's see if I can set up the ticker on here, because we actually have a news ticker. It's really kind of cool. Now, if you wouldn't mind holding this here. Mm-hmm. So as of, again, this is a weighted MOV, but as of now, we're about to have a little bit of ticker action. So we got Cebus is 757.3. Then we have Pittsburgh at. Got to keep an eye on, make sure if there's a.
Yeah, they're still doing dials.
606. Point seven. Dot dot dot. We have Lexington. Again, these are all weighted, but they're at least a little bit of a snapshot as to how things are looking here with about 35 minutes left over in round one, the epic round.
Looks like we're
the
going to have a
badass round.
Gonzanti action here.
Hell yeah.
Run into one another.
Beep, beep. Yeah. Then Chicago. And Morgarino. 2.7. Gotcha. Excellent. Thank you much. Didn't see that. So I'm going to go ahead and update this and now watch as the news ticker. Breaking news. Ta-da. Look at that, man.
That's fancy.
So now these are our updated MOVs, our weighted MOVs, as 35 minutes left in the tournament.
Okay.
You can see how it kind of goes. We'll just kind of roll that here for a few seconds. Now, we also had a breaking news from the judges. So when the Gonzantis made gentle love to each other, then Hasan pulled a docking clamps crit, which, of course, is really bad if you don't have a ship on your docking clamps. And it looks like that Williams Gonzanti is now unable to coordinate for the rest of the game. So this is getting tense. It's getting very tense. Now, of course, refresh me if I'm wrong here, Josh, but don't the large ships obscure? Do they obscure friendly shots or just enemy shots?
I think I believe they obscure everything, I believe.
So really, if that being the case, it looks like that William is going to have a huge advantage from Hasan's ship just kind of sitting there angle-dangling. But we also have an interesting thing, because I think they brought a judge over, an impartial judge, because I believe they're trying to make the determination of, it's like, so what happens? Because like Hasan did a drive-by, and he's still in base contact with Williams Gonzanti.
Correct.
So the question becomes, I think what they're trying to resolve now is, can the Gonzanti actually turn around and take an action because he's in base contact with another ship? We'll get John. Turn up that third mic. Hey, John, come join us on the third mic for a second. So crank him up there.
Yep.
Everybody welcome John Messmore. He's the acting official head potato judge today and a fierce lover and fighter. So you could just sort of sit in a chair, because that would work. No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, just talk. But hi, John. So say hi, everybody.
Hi.
Okay, so John, we're just checking real quick here. Now, what was going on over there? Was it basically that because he did a drive-by on his Gonzanti and was still in base, we're trying to determine if he could take an action?
No, the actions they both get. He was determining if they were touching for terms of shooting each other.
Right, and
So
they are
still touching.
Yeah, they are still touching. Right, exactly. That's excellent. So how are you thinking about things are going today? How's
So far for Columbus, it's going great.
Yeah?
4 locked in. Our last 2 are very, very close.
Up
One
on the
you're
mic, buddy.
watching- Sorry, the
There
one
we
you're
go.
watching are very close, and the other one is Mike Jones against a bunch of X7 defenders. So it was an uphill battle. Yeah.
That's uphill both ways in the snow.
Yeah, he was out PS'd and out tokened, I'm sure, but he's fighting.
Yeah, so far it looks like things are going pretty. I think things organizationally are fantastic here.
Yeah, I think you guys were doing what you're doing, making it easy. I don't have to worry.
Oh
about
yeah,
this
we're
stuff.
just hanging out. We're gonna get Dominique in here to do some commentary as well. She's an excellent color commentator.
Yeah,
so
those two, Weston and Dominique, taking over the scoring and computating is also really
absolutely, yeah.
thankful for.
Hey, we got to have your support staff, man,
Yep.
because
And
they
David
say
as well, my co-captain.
yeah, they say that those who can't do teach, and those who can do instead make fun of everybody on the internet. So that's what
Right.
I'm doing. I'm making fun of everybody, mainly myself. I'm not making fun of any of our fantastic contestants today, including Hasan, who is both more attractive than me and has far more hair than I do. So you got to call him like you see him, dude. But no, so thanks for hopping in, John. Always good to hear from you. Yeah, because we've got we have our ticker running right now with the updated kind of MOVs at the moment, and things are looking pretty hot. So thanks again, John Messmore, for stopping in and saying hi. So again, looks like we got our ticker, and I'm going to shut this thing off because I'm sure you probably you're all really sick of seeing it so far because it's not complete. Now, let me go ahead
We'll
and
get
now
an
kill
updated
the.
version once another.
Once another few games come in, once we
Yeah.
get some more scores. But But yeah, that's just things. So I think some dice are getting ready to get rolled. Let's keep an eye on the dice cam.
We're down to 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
30 minutes. That's exciting. I see a lot of focus results. Looks like expertise coming in, saving the day. And there's another die that's off cam that I can't see. You'll probably be able to see it on the big screen. Nope, can't tell. And, of course, he rolls his evade dice out of the dice cam because that's awesome. And so, I don't know. I don't care. So, looks like 2 more shields came off. So that's another hit and a Glarino. We got to change the position of that dice box. And who knows? So sometimes you can see them, sometimes you can't. I blame the government. Okay.
So you'll either get that or the wood on the side. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's like can't live with it, can't live without it. Eat a potato, bark at the moon. I see 1 hit from Hasan there and 1 evade, so looks like an evade. And we got some more dice coming in. He's got 1 die with a focus result. I can't tell what the other one is. I'm assuming it's a miss. And Hasan with lots of evades. Evades forever. Kappa. So, evades for days. Not enough hits. I don't see any more damage rolling down. I think we're back to dials.
Back to dials.
30 minutes left. It's literally coming down to... It's going to be a ship. It's literally going to be a ship making the difference. Oh, this is going to be so rough here. So what do you do? What do you do, Josh? If you are if you're a Gonzanti, for one, you got to keep in mind where you're going with your smaller ships. So if you're Hasan's Gonzanti, you've got a defender in front of you that probably is going to want to be right in front of your face.
Yes.
Because like if it 4Ks, then you're going to have to turn. So you're going to have to turn left in order to be able to miss it, and you still might actually hit it because you might swing out wide enough to hit it.
I think he's just going to do a 1 forward, and then he can 4K behind it.
Yeah, I think the 1 forward is the only move the Gonzanti can make, just because it's like I think the defender's going to want a 4K.
Yep.
And then
I think that's the only thing he's got, unless he wants to like disengage completely and go left, and that's.
Well, here's the interesting part. If you are this, if you are the bomber, where do you go?
The one at the bottom?
Yeah. Do you run into your own Gonzanti? Because you're going to run into your own Gonzanti. If you try to turn, you run the risk that he's gonna 3 straight you right in front.
Right.
Do you too hard to the left? Get a stress token, take yourself out of the action for a turn, and hope that comms boosters comes up and strips your stress off and gives you focus. I mean, that's a legitimate move, I think.
Yeah.
I think it might be his only move.
He's going to bump there.
Yeah. So if you look at that at Williams Gonzanti, because I think was that Hasan just bumped into the enemy Gonzanti there?
Yes.
So Hasan just ran his bomber into the. Now this is a dangerous move because what is that Gonzanti going to do?
If he turns to the left, that's a dead bomber. Excuse me.
Well, actually, if he turns to the left, it's going to slide. So yeah, you're right. If he turns to the left, he's going to slide right because of the way the dial's set up.
Oh, yeah.
Or
if he tries to turn.
Here's the other thought. What about if because Hasan's Gonzanti moves last, there's very few places.
It might not move at all.
Yeah, exactly. So this is what I was talking about when I was saying you start to use your Gonzanti defensively and you use it like a great big huge blocker.
Right.
Because then it just stands there and does a lot of pain. Oh, that's so dangerous.
3 turn.
Do you barrel roll now? I guess you barrel roll away. Because I don't know if barrel rolling towards is going to be a good idea. Holy moly, what's he going to do? This is exciting. He could barrel roll in, like actually barrel roll towards the Gonzanti.
That's what he's doing.
Yes,
Yep.
he's trying to cut that angle as much as possible.
What I was thinking he could have done there is probably target locked for the next round, and then done the 4K, and then you would have focused target lock.
Yeah, true.
But
Very true. Oh, wait, we got a crit. Got a crit. Missed it.
I think that was for Hasan's flying into the side of the Gonzanti.
Maybe, yeah. Okay, so what's happening next? Oh, this is so tense. My brains are moist potatoes. Yeah, it's always kind of funny that, I mean, we are getting people to successfully keep their, to roll the stuff inside of the dice box, but unfortunately that camera freezes up just a little bit every so once in a while.
Yeah,
We're
then
still
you get the glare on there.
There's the...
Like, you got the glare on that, so
Yeah.
you can see.
Oh, this is getting so crazy. Gotcha. Gotcha, okay. No, I appreciate it. Thank you. So we had John come by, and apparently when the Gonzantis made love to each other again, then the Pittsburgh Gonzanti can no longer do the target lock action, and Hasan will now take damage whenever he banks. So he could just one straight and then just kind of gently curve around. He's got to be real careful about potentially crippling himself. So he might just be sort of on a cruise right towards the board edge.
Yep.
But, I mean...
Just one straight the rest of the game, you'll be fine.
Yeah, especially if he reinforces on the rear
Yeah.
to at least absorb a hit from the Gonzanti every turn. Where's the defender? Is it dead? No, it's on the other side at 4K.
Yeah, it's on the other side. I don't think it 4K'd. I think it just
I
went
think
4
maybe
straight.
it went 4 straight. So he's probably setting himself up for the next turn.
Yeah.
So which bomber, are those both Hasan's bombers? Is it literally Hasan's
I think the
remaining
bomber
four?
on the far right,
Is
is Williams.
Is that Williams? Yeah. Yeah, that's right, because there's so Hasan has a bomber that's... Wait. Is it going to cross? Okay, we have some intense discussion going on here. I think that maybe he's trying to turn. So from what I can tell, they're having some discussion about whether the ships are going to change position or not. Because I'm pretty sure that Williams trying to bank his Gonzanti, and I believe that the discussion point comes in and is saying what's going to move versus what's going to turn.
I would think since his already did his maneuver, it wouldn't turn.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So.
Yeah, I think the discussion, and we'll ask John when he comes by again, what the discussion point was there, because that's what I feel like it was, but who knows? Oh, this is very excellent. Excellent competition for everybody involved today. I love the fact we still got right down to the wire. So as I'm just kind of looking around the table, it looks
22
like
minutes. 22 minutes.
I see over at Mike Jones's table, I see a whole lot of defenders versus not a whole lot of rebel. Just looking around.
I'm surprised Chewie is still on the board.
That's because Chewie's a beast. More appropriately, he's a Wookiee, but that was probably terribly insensitive of me. Lots of Sikhs versus advanced. Got looks like over there on the right hand side we have ourselves a Raider and a Sikh, and I think maybe a bomber on the board. So looks like that Imperials are winning the day to our right. I see some scum ships over there on the far table. It's a target-rich environment here today at Epic Loot. And of course, thanks again to our fantastic host site, Epic Loot Games, out here in Springfield. I tell you, this store is amazing. They have a giant warehouse section. It's almost like the size of like a double or triple wide stall in a mall. Because they're in a mall, the Springfield Mall, I believe it is. And they've got an entire gaming area where we were able to set up to play 18 games of Epic at the same time. Think about that. Looks like a hit, a miss, and a focus. Hit and a focus. There's 2 hits from, I believe that was Hasan firing. And, of course, I can't see. It's a 1 focus, 1 evade. So it's 2 hits versus 1 evade. 2 versus 1. Seeing a little more damage dice going down. I see now 3 hits. 3 hits. Versus, I think, it was just a couple of evades. Oh, bomber goes down. So that killed another bomber. That's going to be another 27 points. That's going to be 60, 173. So it's so close, man. It's, again, it is truly almost a statistical tie.
It's going to come down to those 5 points on that gun on that Gonzanti. I guarantee it.
Yep. This is just one of those things where when you've got the Bomber Joust list from hell versus the versus Ultimate Potato, who goes where?
Right.
So it's a bomber and a defender as the only offensive firepower left on Hasan's side versus a bomber and a Gonzanti for William. And they throw comparable amounts of dice. I mean, the defender actually throws a little bit more because he's still a tie D. But it's all about utilizing. So I guess now the defender sort of K turns behind, does a 4K behind the Gazongo.
Then just comes up one at a time and starts picking him off.
Yeah. See, I don't know where this this does not seem good. So that's a 3 hard. So I guess he's going to have to barrel out. Yeah, so Hasan actually made a 3 hard with his bomber that was making sweet love to the side of the Gazerngo. Oh, he target locked? I guess he target locked. And Williams' bomber now is making a K turn. And he's all stressed to hell. And now Hasan's defender is making a K turn. Not quite enough angle to get shots onto the bomber unless he barrel rolls. I'm not sure that he would. And it looks like, I mean, I guess I can see why Hasan's sort of taking his own sweet time with this, because now this now that we've successfully established that Williams, what do you get? Well, it doesn't matter. So basically, they've critted each other. Again, versus
Hull breach on that.
Hull breach, yeah. Yeah, so I think from what I can tell, it looks like that we're basically going to see Hasan probably get another turn of blocking in, because I think that one more turn of 1 straight will still keep them touching each other.
Yeah. And
again, they've effectively neutralized each other as far as movement. And what's really saving that Gonzanti is the fact that Williams Gonzanti can't shoot him.
Exactly.
But next turn, I mean, one more turn of this, and then it's going to be all hell's going to break loose.
Yeah. It's going to give that bomber right there in front of him a chance to get away, though. That's a nice thing for Hasan.
Yeah, so he's going to turn around and probably... so we see one more straight one. Yep. Yeah, see?
Yep.
So it's one more turn of bumping. Then the bomber's going to K and get some shots in before he dies, probably.
Yep.
And we're down to about 16 minutes or so. I almost think this thing's losing time. This is really weird.
Yeah, it's going backwards.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden this game is going backwards in time. We've got 16 minutes and 28 seconds left is the official time today. And we're just going to see what happens from here. This game is very, very close. I'm very impressed with it. So, actually, throw the mic on real quick. Hey, Jeff, come on over and join us for a hot second.
Uh-oh.
Welcome, everybody, to Jeff Osler,
Hello.
King Aggressor player here in Central Ohio, Raven Squadron's very own. And so right now we're just kind of watching on Hasan's game over there, and it's some brutal stuff. It looks like it's ridiculously close, man.
Yeah.
I am so impressed with that game. I think we chose wisely in the game to throw on the video.
I took a glance over there, and it looks like Hasan's...
get around the mic a little harder.
Hasan's Gonzanti is almost dead.
Yeah, because he's been playing like dipshit Blockerino.
Right. The question is, is his defender enough to bring it out? And that's a big question.
He's got one bomber left too.
Yeah, I know, but they both have a bomber.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, it's just basically he's got the one bomber. He has the one defender. Can those beat the hell out of what's his face's Gonzanti enough?
Yeah, how much more health does Williams Gonzanti have?
I don't know.
Because they've been trading crits
right, most
for
of the damage there is for crits.
Yeah.
So I think they both have shields. Okay. So you have to get through the shields in order to kill it.
It looks like 3 hits there from Hasan. Ooh, nice, very nice. So 3 hits from Hasan shooting at the G'dango. Because I'm assuming that because he's running into the other Gonzanti, he's not getting to reinforce in the rear, right? Because of no action.
The big ships get actions still.
Can they still get actions even with a bump? Gotcha, okay. I just don't play big ships enough to really know.
I get it.
And I got enough big ships, I just don't use them. Yeah. Because, honestly, using big ships would involve winning more. And me and winning just don't get along.
Yeah, I know.
But, no, so things are going well. How'd your game go today, buddy?
Oh, it went really well. I played against Logan Brown, who's a great player from Latrobe.
Oh, yeah. I've heard stories of Logan.
It was just a really bad matchup for him.
I gotcha.
He was playing a missile corvette with some Bs and Zs and stuff. I had my Mind Link aggressors.
Oh.
And just kind of came through and spanked it a little bit.
So basically, you gave him the old love shove.
Right. I mean, it's a terrible matchup for him.
Yeah, because you're just HLCing him to death.
My aggressors can just destroy huge ships really fast.
Especially they're all mind linked. You got focus forever.
Right.
Target,
you get focus, target lock.
Yeah,
right, it's hard to kill. My dice were about average, but his dice weren't great. He got a lot of blanks there.
Gotcha.
With the Corvette.
Yeah.
But I got a lucky crit too that turned off one of his missiles.
Oh,
nice. Shoot.
Nice.
It was nice.
Yeah.
So I got a little lucky, but it was a bad matchup for him.
Yeah, looks like things are going pretty well so far for everybody. I mean, Columbus right now looks like they're in a slight MOV lead, but of course we're not. I mean, it's nowhere near over.
The best part about the game though is Logan's a great player.
Oh yeah, I've heard lots of good things about Logan.
He's a lot of fun to play with. So win or lose, those are fun games.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Like I'm here. I play X-wing to have fun.
Oh, totally.
I like to win. It's a lot of fun, but
yeah,
I'd rather play a game where we're chatting and just having fun.
He's a great dude too,
so. That is awesome to hear. Well, thanks a lot, Jeff. Appreciate you stopping by.
Thanks very much.
Yeah. And go have fun. Go eat some. Yeah, go Raven Squadron. Go eat some pizza. Have a good time, my friend. Okay, so got one more turn of Badoo-Boos. Oh, it's dialing. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. So still, it's bomber and defender versus G'dango. Hey, Josh, would you mind for a hot... Actually, let's get David. Hey, David. David. Shit. Would you go ask David to see if he can turn around and go find out a shield total on...
I can go do that
Oh, sure, that'd be great, yeah. Let's go get a shield total on these bad boys. So Josh is going to go over and take a shield total. Looks like they're going to once again crit each other by making sweet love to each other's Gonzanti Tukuses. It's going to be so close. Oh, brutal. Wow, those Gonzantis are just about dead. And once the Gonzantis pop, then it's going to be, all hell's going to break loose. Because the question is going to be is, will Hasan's defender and bomber be able to finally put the nail in the coffin of Williams' defender and bomber? Because those extra 5 points, they might just make a difference. Because as you can see from the score total that we have right now, statistically they are still almost tied. Because we do have the standard skin rule that you have to have at least a 12-point victory in order to be able to win. So Hasan's finally moved away. So close, so close. So one more round of them smacking each other. Oh, it's going to be ridiculous here. Going to see who's damaging what and how often. What are we looking at there, my friend?
All right. Looks like Hasan has full shields on his Gonzanti, but he's only down to 2 hull left.
Okay, got it.
And then William has 3 shields, and he has, I think, 4 hull left.
Dude, that's close.
Yeah.
So basically, what's full shields on a Gazongo? It's like 5 or 6?
5 shields.
So it's 7. Basically, it's 7 to 7 then.
Yeah.
Wow. So, because I know that Hasan's been slowly chipping away at Williams Gonzanti.
Yeah, but if he runs in, that goes straight to hull. So his ship can blow up with full shields.
Yeah. So that's 2 more. So I see 2 damage with and focus result. So it looks like that. There's wow. Looks like 2-hit crit. Oh wow. So that's 3-hit crit, and then 2 more damage. So that's 6 damage that he just threw this turn, including a critical.
Nice.
There's a crit. We're counting up damage on the Gazerbi. I think it's only got to have 1 hull left. I think it's got to have just 1. He's counting up right now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think he's got 1 hull left on his Gazerbi.
He's definitely got to focus down on that thing so it gets it out of there.
Yep, so now this bomber's going to fly in. So his bomber looks like it's... figuring out where it's going to go next. I see... Whoa, 3 hits. What the hell is that? What's going on? The Gazanti's dead. I think he just did enough damage to kill the Gonzanti. That must... I think that must have been Hasan's bomber that whole time, dude. Because that was another bomber fire.
Was that the bomber, or was that...
with the defender? I thought the...
That had to be the defender double tap.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Because that was expertise. Expertise changing all those
totally.
over, so...
Expertise flipped it all. So, therefore, it's Hasan down to just... oh, my gosh. What a game. So that was the TIE Defender double tap that managed to get that, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, we've got... so, it looks like Hasan managed to kill Williams Gonzanti. They were down to 7 hull apiece, we figure. Like 7 hull combined, shields and hull. And Hasan turned around and did 7. Because you a range one defender double tapping. Brutality. That was horse brutality. So the question becomes now: Can William turn this into a Pyrrhic victory? Can he manage to get? Can he take down the
take down the Gonzanti
El Gozanto? Can he take down a defender? Can he take down An Bomber? Will he become An Hero? This is, yeah. As you can't hear Jeff from off mic, but basically, as Jeff was pointing out, that Hasan is not only crafty as hell, he's a great list maker, and he's also probably one of the top-notch players around.
What was that? I don't think Williams got enough time. We're down to 7.5 minutes left, so.
It's going to truly take some amazing and very deft bomber flying with no missiles left and partial hull.
There's not enough time for him to go through 3 ships in 7.5 minutes.
A man can do it if he's determined enough. Remember, everything is a dildo if you're brave enough. Live the dream. Oh, this is going to be amazing. Oh, we gotta jot down Hasan's extra pointerinos here. Looks like I see more dice rolling. Oh, that's many dice. That's like 2-hit crit that Hasan just did.
And 1 evade.
This is 1 anvado. So there's 2-hit, 1 crit. And then there's that's 2 hits versus 2 evades. So I think the 1 point went through. So whatever his cannon weapon was, is what did the hit. And then he fired back and did nothing. So we'll reset that. What's the his was 67 points, right?
Correct.
It's 247. 2 something.
2 hits and 2 evades. It looks like
47 to. Well, basically, he's got one bomber left. So whatever one bomber's worth.
He's got exactly 300 points, and I don't know which one of the bombers it is. It's either 25, 26, or 27 points.
So let's call that 275 or so. We'll say it that way. If I'm reading it right. That doesn't matter. We'll find out. Oh man, now they're playing the let's touch each other shuffle. Out of curiosity, I mean, so it might feel like the game is over, and let's face it, it's pretty close to done. But so you're sitting here. Pretend for a moment that this is a game of this is a dogfight. Now we're down to dogfight numbers.
Right.
So you've got it looks like we have a handshake, and I believe we have the end of the game. So fantastic job, everybody! And this was our very first epic game of the Epic Loot OutRyder Cup 5. And one of these days I'll learn to keep it all chill on the down low like this, sort of like hip jazzy golf announcer, and not yell out everybody's results to everybody else. They can all hear them, and I turn into an asshole. So thank you very much to my co-host for this first match. Thank you, Josh Carney. Have a fantastic rest of one. I don't know, you might stick around for this one. You might float around for others. We got time. We got lots of time. We're going to be here forever. Thanks, everybody, and have yourselves a fantastic next round. Coming up next, our first standard match.